Hello.
Live.
Hi. Everybody
Hi.
hear me okay?
Hi, everybody. Hi, Angel, darling.
Oh, I better
Hi,
turn off my YouTube.
JT.
Oh, there's JD
Hi,
and
JT.
Sagacious, of course,
Yes. Hi, John. Hi, Teresa.
and John and Teresa. Thank
Get
you
a
all
few.
for being here.
Yes, there'll be a few more coming in.
Yeah,
It's,
I'm only starting, so I won't be expecting a large crowd, not like Country Joe's.
well, she has put
She
the
has.
she has put the link there, but I had to go make. I was making myself a cup of tea, but
Yeah.
I'd already sort of linked. I'd already was ready to just click that link.
Oh,
And I came back in and I got your message. It said, get clicking that link. And I was like, oh, I'm just clicking that link.
I know, because it is different when you're actually doing a live on your own channel
Oh, God, big time.
than
Big
even as
time.
a guest. I've been guest loads of time. I'm on
Yeah.
different channels. Like, I admit, I'm a panel whore, Lorrie. I am. I go on Helen's panel. I go on Sagacious, Dorothy's. Well, I think that's
Yeah,
about
well, I
it,
have
really.
seen you on Angel's
Yeah,
and Dorothy's. It's nice to have that we can all,
of
go
course.
to each other's channels and, and everyone's welcome to come up on my channel. Don't be afraid
Great.
to come up on my channel because I'm getting shit.
Not at all. Look, here, I think we all get shit somewhere along the
Mm,
line, especially on YouTube, really. Let's be honest.
yeah.
Hi, Teresa.
Hi,
And I do
Teresa.
pop over to Teresa's. She's got
Yes,
a lovely channel.
I'm subscribed to Teresa. I tend to miss her. There's that many people. Hi, John. Thank you. There seems to be so many people live sometimes at the same time, and then, but yeah, I'd love to come on other people's channels and
Yeah,
for all of you to come on to mine, and CJ would be exactly the same.
yeah,
You're all welcome to come on to CJ's too.
absolutely. And I
Mm,
think it's nice that we can do that.
yeah,
I've
definitely.
I've known Sagacious and Helen and Dorothy from our other community.
Hi, Jude. Jude's from our
Oh,
community.
hi Jude
Hi,
and
Jude.
SJ.
And SJ.
SJ.
SJ's from us too.
Yep.
She's a darling. They all both, Jude and SJ, are absolutely darlings. Um,
SJ's Irish one, isn't she?
yes,
Yep.
yes. Hi, Helen.
And the lovely Helen
Yes.
and
Come on,
Capley
CJ.
fam.
Um,
Capley fam is, I believe, from Mummy Ramblins originally.
ah,
Mm.
hi, Captain Lee fan. I think I've seen you before. Oh, maybe Dorothy's or CJ's. I'm not sure.
And I know that, yes, SJ is Irish, like myself.
Yes,
Yeah.
my dad is from County Down.
County Down.
Yes.
Wow, that's not, well, I'm in
Yeah.
County Antrim.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I haven't been for 13 years. Um, I had a house fire, which is a completely different story,
Oh,
about
glory.
12 years ago,
Right.
and my whole house went up, and it caused quite a lot of sort of like post traumatic. Even
Mhm.
though I wasn't in the house,
Oh,
it was because I'd been away from the house. I'd gone down to visit my sister. I struggled with leaving my house. I wouldn't go on away on holiday and stuff like that. But yeah, that's another story I can talk about.
yep,
Explain that.
definitely.
Mm,
So, Laurie,
yeah.
first of all, your channel, how long have you had it? And what
Right.
community did you come from?
Right. Okay. so I mean I've always used YouTube. I've used it for years. And I came across just by accident this video of a family opening Christmas presents, and I was like, wow, wow, how many
Right.
presents? It was like the whole screen was covered with presents. There was three girls, And it was around, hi CJ darling, it was around sort of September 2017 I came across them, and I
Mhm.
literally just binge watched then loads of their videos to try and get an understanding of who they were and a bit about them. They had just bought a brand new house, a nice 5 bedroomed or 6 bedroomed house, and they were going to Florida. And this is where it gets interesting. So, hi cutie cat, hi Nostramo. So they all went on holiday to Florida.
Right. And these people were, did they have their own YouTube channel?
Yes, it's the Ingham family.
Oh, the Ingham family.
Yes, I don't know if
Right.
you've heard
Fine.
of them.
Right.
Yeah, so
So,
this Ingham family went on holiday
yes.
to Florida, and one of their fans had contacted them and said,
Right.
"Look,
Hold on. Let's stop and maybe explain to people that's not aware who the Ingham family are.
they are hi Jimmy Jazz. They are a vlogging family, a family. They were a family of 5, and I will obviously talk about their other 2 children as we go along because it's part of the whole story." um, so they're obviously this family, mum, dad, and 3 girls. They sort of, with this video that I had seen, that
Hmm.
is what sort of like boosted them into what you call YouTube fame.
Right.
And they rose to 1 million subscribers quite quickly. And anyway, they went away to Florida with his parents, I think, and
Right.
obviously the whole family. And one of the fans, the girl fans, she was 16 years of age. She was going to Florida exactly the same time, and it
Right.
worked out they were staying in the same hotel. And
Right.
she,
But Laurie, sorry to, but this Ingham family,
mhm,
they had a YouTube channel, obviously on social media.
yeah,
What were they? They were just famous for being on YouTube, or did
yeah.
he have a good
So
job, or did he?
he worked at the airport at the time when they first started their channel.
Right.
He was working at the airport, something to do with the luggage. I don't know, luggage handler. They used to
Right.
take the luggage from the planes and to the planes and stuff like that, I think. So yeah, they lived in a in a 3 bed terraced house, rented, I think. Yeah,
Right.
and they had Instagram, they had Twitter, they had other like Facebook as well. So they, hi Vinny. They had lots of sort of different sort of like
Hmm.
social media platforms, but their fame came from YouTube. That is where the fame came
Right.
from
I've
this
got it now.
one, and it was this one video that had
Hmm.
boosted them, the
Oh my
opening the
God.
Christmas presents.
Right.
So they are obviously when I first started watching them, they were literally, hi Julie, they were moving into a um a new this big beautiful house, and they were going on holiday to Florida. So they went on holiday to Florida, and then this 16-year-old contacted them and said, "Look, we're going on holiday exactly the same time. Can we meet up? Like have a little meet and greet?"
Hmm.
So, she contacted them on their, I think their Twitter family account.
Right.
So the meet up happened, they met up. I had the photograph taken, which the Ingham family used as their profile picture for a while. And that was fine. And then obviously Christmas, there was lots of Christmas vlogs.
Oh yeah.
Fast forward to July. Jess, the girl that had gone on holiday with the family, came out with allegations with regards to Chris. He
Oh
had been messaging her while on holiday to go skinny dipping, etc., being quite inappropriate,
wow.
basically. So you've
Wow.
got to remember, even though in the UK, if that had happened in the UK, there's not a lot you can do. It's not illegal, to talk, even though it's very morally wrong.
Right.
to do what he did.
Right. Yeah.
Um, I struggled. I mean, I did struggle, sort of like I didn't know what to believe. You know, it was very very hard. But in obviously Florida, it's illegal. It's against the law to do what he was doing. So,
Yeah. A
um,
grown man and a 16-year-old child.
yeah,
I mean, she
exactly.
was a child.
34 years of age, you know, and he got three girls.
All right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So obviously these
Hmm.
allegations came out and the shit hit the fan. The shit hit the fan. Loads and loads of YouTubers were going live about it, doing videos about it, talking about it. And I was like, wow, you know what? I don't know what to, I just didn't know what to believe at that point. I just didn't, you know. And when you're watching a family, you don't want to believe that someone, you know, that you're sort of like watching would be capable of doing something like that.
Yeah.
And I watched, sat back and watched for a while, and you know, you expect the family to at some point address the allegations. There was no addressing of any allegations until they went on a family holiday to Australia in the August.
Right.
She was pregnant with her fourth child. The video I when I look back on everything, I can see where I went wrong, where you know, I should have looked into it a lot more um
So were
deeply.
you, sorry, were you fully supportive of this Ingham family?
I was. I was.
Right.
I supported them. What I did obviously I'd sat back and watched them, and I had come across different channels, and then they stopped all of a sudden these channels stopped talking about the family.
Right.
And then this one channel was doing skits about the mother, so basically dressing up as Sarah and taking the piss. And my whole
Right.
issue with that at the time wasn't about her really doing this. I mean, it was. I just didn't think it was. Hi, Dorothy.
Hey,
Hi,
Dorothy.
everybody that's come in. Sorry if I haven't said hello. Um, I just, do you know what I mean? I really wish that I'd sat back and looked at everything deeply, more deeply, and I wouldn't have stuck up. I wouldn't have been so sort of like stupid about the way I went around things.
Right. So was there Facebook groups or was it just YouTube, Twitter,
Twitter,
Instagram?
Twitter was rife apparently. I mean, I didn't join Twitter until, I mean, I was already on Twitter. I had a Twitter account, but I'd never really used it. I sort of used to go on to see what, I don't know, celebrities were saying,
Yeah.
etc.
Yeah.
But I was Facebook. Facebook was my platform. That is where I used to do my social media
Hmm.
stuff. And obviously this woman was doing these things, and I did my own, as I started doing my own vlogging in the literally just before the allegations came out.
Right.
So I was doing vlogging, going to the park with my girls, going to Alton Towers, doing sort of like shopping hauls, and just little sort of like, you know, trying to sort of like see where I wanted to take my channel. I didn't really know. um
Like B&M halls, Poundland halls, the whole works.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, lots of different.
Yeah.
And then I did this sort of video about giving my opinion on this woman doing these skits, and I sort of did talk about the whole Jess thing, and I gave an opinion that do you know, it was one that I look back and I think, oh, Lorraine, you should have just kept your mouth shut. Do you know what I mean? It's just not an opinion you should really have. But I didn't understand it, and that was basically that's what I'm going to say. You know, I didn't really understand the whole situation, and I do wish I'd looked into it a lot more deeply.
Right.
Um, because I did that video, I got a lot of backlash.
Right. Now, was there, like, in every community, a side for the Inghams
Oh
and
God,
then
yeah,
against the
yeah.
Inghams?
Oh yeah, big time.
Right.
Yeah, big
And
time.
obviously, these two communities clashed.
Oh God, yeah, yeah,
Right. Okay.
yeah, yeah,
Now,
big time.
were you friends? Did you make friends with the Inghams offline?
Yes,
Right.
yes.
So you were right. You were emotionally involved.
Not until I had done my video supporting the family. I
Right.
basically just said, I don't agree with it. Making fun of the wife,
No.
blah 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 blah
No.
blah. And obviously I'd had my opinion on the whole thing. Because I didn't really understand it.
Yeah.
I said things that I shouldn't have said. I
Yeah.
said things that I shouldn't have said.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Um, and I do regret a lot of shit that I'd said. Do you know what I mean? It was just one of those. But then I became friends with the mother, his mother,
Mr.
and other
Ingham's mother.
friends. And then Sarah's sort of like friends as well. We all sort of like came together. And I was told vehemently that Chris was innocent.
Right. Okay.
I was told. So other allegations came out from other girls. Four sort of like came forward with their names. One had
Oh.
actually made allegations that she'd slept with him.
Right.
This this was basically sort of it was it's hard because like obviously I was friends with all like the family, and they were telling me that it was lies. And then you've got, because obviously I'd done a couple of more videos with her in
Yeah.
response to this woman. um Someone told me that there was somebody had tweeted my name on Twitter, and this was the first I'd really knew that there was anything on Twitter about the family. Apparently the family, as soon as the allegations came out, they closed their family Twitter account.
Yeah.
Chris had closed his account down, the one that he'd been contacting Jess from, and all the other girls. So he'd closed his account down.
Just hold on one moment, Laurie. Right.
Hmm.
This is my channel, and I invited Laurie up because, like myself, Laurie's went into another community, and I'll probably pop over to her channel and tell her all about the community that I come from.
Hmm.
But this week, I wanted her to come up and have a chat about the community she comes from and her story. And it
Hmm.
is Laurie's story.
Yeah.
Now, Country Joe, if
Yeah.
you know who the players are in
Yeah.
both communities, if
Yeah.
there's any issues, just block them.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I will respect to anyone that's on my panel, and that's it really.
Yeah.
And Sagacious knows as well.
Yeah. I had, a really good sort of like friendship with friends of Sarah and Jane, like his mum.
Okay, yeah,
And it was really hard, because then I've got these like the other side saying, no, you can't say that, it's a lie. And I'm like, no, she's telling me that they've got all this evidence and it's with the solicitors, and telling me that Chris was suicidal and they were all on the edge. Um and then obviously you believe it was very, very torn, because I had all these people saying, look at the evidence, look at the evidence, but then I got the family saying, no, it's all fake, it's all fake.
yeah.
Right. And then obviously CJ came along and she was against the Inghams,
Oh,
and there was a lot of arguing and backwards and forwards obviously between me and CJ. We didn't know each other at the time. It was, and I had my work contacted, and I was getting a lot of shit on Twitter. I was getting slated on Tattle Life. I don't know if you've ever heard of Tattle Life. At the end of the day, I said shit that I shouldn't have said, and I apologized. I have, I vehemently, sort of like apologized for
yeah.
anything that I've ever said or done to people. Um, I set fake accounts up because I was getting so much shit, and because I've been I was, you know, reported to my work. So I had to be very, very careful what I said as myself.
Yeah.
But because all these people were being so nasty to me, I set up fake accounts. One of my accounts was basically my sort of, well, you know, more asking questions. You know, it was more wanting to know what was going on, and a bit of a go between me and other people. I had another account called Melisandre, because I don't know if you've ever watched Game of Thrones. I loved Melisandre. It was just
Right. Okay. Yeah.
um at the end of the day, Kels, this is my story. If you don't like it, pop along. Um I got into a lot of arguing with backwards and forwards with people on these fake accounts. You know,
Right.
I,
Okay.
I
Did
gave
they
that.
know? Did they know it was you?
They had suspicions, you know,
Oh,
they were
right.
going,
Okay.
"Oh, yeah, look, she spells this the same, and they spell this the same, and blah, 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 blah." Um,
And can I ask, was right? So you and Country Joe weren't actually friends at this stage.
no,
Country Joe
no.
was against, and you were
I was fighting
for.
for the Ingoms, and she was fighting for the girls.
Okay.
Um, a lot of shit was done. I had my address posted online, and you know, Country Joe has admitted she'd done it, and it was an accident. She didn't mean to
Okay.
post my
Yeah.
address. And obviously, I was very angry about that, because at the end of the day, I've got my children living there,
Yeah.
and I vowed, you know, I was like on a mission to find out who CJ was, because obviously CJ hides behind a beer and a cap and was a Texan cowboy for
Yeah.
as far as everybody knew. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was on a mission to find out who she was, and we did. And
Can I
um,
just say this? This does not sound anything unlike what happened in our other community.
mm,
It's like all hell breaks loose, right? Back and forth,
yeah,
back and forth, back and forth.
mm,
Um, and it's good that you can hold your hand up and own it, because
mm,
sometimes we all have to own our things that we've done.
yeah,
I do see there's a Marie. I am aware of Marie. Marie
yeah.
can go. That's okay, Laurie. Sorry, continue.
So I eventually found out who CJ was, and as a joke, well, Jane Ingham had actually found her address. I looked on Google image search, and I took a picture and made up this picture, and I sent it to a couple of my friends,
Right.
and they were laughing. You know, it was like, "Oh, who lives in a ranch like this?" What I didn't realise was it wasn't her address; it was her mum's address, and
CJ's.
yeah, it was her
Right. Okay.
mum's. It was her mum's flat, block of
Right.
flats,
Okay.
and it had the street name on, which I didn't see. I did not see the street name on the actual picture, but it wasn't going anywhere. Do you know what I mean? It was not going anywhere. I sent it to one of my friends, and she was like, "Oh, that's going up. That's going up." I goes, "No, you
Right.
can't. You know, it's you know." We were on the phone. I goes, "Look," I says, "I could put it up on my own channel." She goes, "On my own Twitter," and she goes, "Nah." She said, "Oh," she says, um, I'll make up a fake account and post it." So she set up an account called Bearded Lady and posted it. She gave me the access, and I posted a real picture of CJ. Do you know what I mean? And thingy, CJ went live and went, obviously, you know, and I don't blame her, went
Hmm.
ballistic.
Yeah.
Just, you know, I went ballistic when I saw my address being posted. That was the turning point for me and CJ. CJ contacted me privately,
Hmm.
and she sent me a very, very, very heartfelt, very warming message. Do you know what I mean? There's not many people
Yeah.
have seen that message, but she contacted me the night there was a protest going on about the family, and I was going down to London to this protest. She sent me a message that Friday about 5 o'clock. I didn't get to read it until later on, and I was like, wow, wow.
Yeah.
And to be fair, even then at the time, I did think she was funny, even though I thought she was being a, I don't know, a twat, because that was my opinion. Do you know what I mean? But when she messaged me, I was like, wow, wow. Do you know what I mean? It was, but also there was other fake accounts, nothing to do with me. There was one called, I can't remember, was it YouTube something? YouTube YT management or something. There was another one called public safety.
Right.
Huh. If someone get rid of 80 zombie, because do you know what? I know who they are.
Oh,
So anyway, so all these accounts were sort of being, I mean, they were vile, absolutely vile. And I had been put into a group chat with
right.
a couple of the girls that I was friends with and that I'd made friends with on Twitter with to do with the Young Guns, and this account called Poppy Jones.
Right.
And her Facebook account, funnily enough, was Birmingham. And the
Right.
pictures that she used were of somebody else in the community that was against the Inghams. Anyway, she was a mole. Now in that account, in that actual what's we call it? In that actual, oh, Marie, I'm not interested. You fell out with people on and off. How many times have you fell out with Marissa? How many times you fell out with me? How many times you fell out with CJ? Honest to God, stop being a hypocrite. Honest to God. This, John, oh,
I mean,
I'll
how
take
long has
that
this been
away.
going on for?
3 years.
Right.
3 years. Do you know what I mean? And it's,
Is there any way, any possibility that, I mean, we look in our community, we've had to do this, that we can coexist on YouTube,
mm,
ignore each other. We'll not go into their channels. They don't come into our
yeah,
channels. And you know what? It works great. It really does
yeah.
work well.
We
And
had done
what's
that.
done is done and move on.
Yeah, we had done that though. We'd done that. You know, when we first came into this community, that was a new start for us.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was a new start for us. We wanted to get away from the, you know, from all of those people that were causing us grief, and we did. You know, we had stopped talking about them, had stopped reacting to stuff that was being said. Um, has it caused health problems? Has it caused a lot of
I know.
stress?
Yeah.
Unnecessary stress, of course it has. Do you know what I mean? It's made me and CJ very ill.
I know it has.
And I agree that, you know, people that we've had arguments with, they've probably felt the same. And they've probably been hurt by things that we've said, but we've been hurt by things that they've said as well. And it's all big bad V and big bad Lorrie. Do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like, oh my God. So let me just, hi, Barky,
Hi,
sweetheart.
Barky.
So
Because,
let me go back to obviously this
sorry.
whole
Okay.
thing.
Yes, because we need to know the whole ins and
Yeah.
outs.
So CJ and I called a truce.
Yeah.
Me personally, I thought it was the best way forward. Oh, the other side did not like it. There was
Right.
a lot of people. Look, I did shit I shouldn't have done. Do you know what I mean? But I did it because I was getting attacked left, right, and centre from people. I reacted in, you know, the worst play, you know, the worst way. But that was how I was feeling at the time. That was my hurt and anger coming out in those screenshots, you know, that they've all
Yeah.
got, you know, the God's Child and the Blossom Hill and whatever. And do you know what? You know, they sat there and said, "Oh, well, you call me a piggy." Look, I apologized for calling someone Miss Piggy, and it wasn't about weight, it wasn't fat shaming. It was that it was just me being fucking
Yeah.
angry and hurt. Do you know what I mean? I'd been called fucking worse. I had been called worse.
I believe. I believe. I believe it. Yeah.
I'd been called a groomer supporter. I'd been called, oh, all sorts of disgusting things. When I looked on Tat Life, I cried. I
What is
I
Tat
wasn't
Life?
used. I wasn't used to all of that kind of crap.
No.
Do you know what I mean? It really, really hurt me.
What
And
is tat life, Lorrie?
Tattle Life,
Tattle
oh,
life.
it is it's a forum where people go and talk about YouTube,
Oh,
YouTubers, Instagram influencers. And I had my own thread, and
right.
I was absolutely devastated because I'd never come across this kind of hate.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? It was like, wow, wow. But
I
anyway, me and CJ, we called a truce. There was a lot of people that weren't happy, Marie being one of them, and other people. And come sort of like the May, I mean, I had a lot of shit with other people, had my work contacted again by Marie. I have the screenshot of and I knew exactly which video she'd sent, which I got a final written warning from my work for it because I
Lorrie,
was
just one moment. Cutie cat, you're not very cute. You say you lived up the road in Macará. Well, with a comment like that, you're gone.
cutie cat. Look, at the end of the day, she needs booting because
She's gone.
she goes on another channel that I'm not, friends
If
with.
you
So,
can't control yourself to
mm,
come into some stranger's chat, and Cutie Cat, this channel also does Irish crime, which I'm sure you would have enjoyed, but sadly, you're out. But anyway, Laurie, sorry.
it's okay. So sort of, I had a lot of arguments with like different YouTubers, like within that sort of like community,
Yeah,
and he like this other guy had contacted my work as well. And there's a big screen, there's a big thing that he'd said, and after that, I was like, oh, look what he said. He thinks you're a groomer too. This is what this other person's been saying. I'm like, well, actually, he's invited me to his, to meet his family and everything. And we met up for coffee. So I'll talk about that in a minute. So
okay.
March, so about May time, it came out that he actually had slept with um the fan, not Jess, this other girl. That threw that threw me. Threw me. Like I
Right.
was like, what? Because Jane, you've been telling me for the last 5-6 months that that was a lie, that he didn't sleep with this fan. So why are you now like telling me all this? This just like threw me up, everything into the air. I had vehemently defended the family.
But
I had
did
got
his
into
wife know?
arguments. I
But
got
did
into
his wife know?
arguments, had goes at the girls, telling them they were liars. And do you know what I mean? It was just like, what? And I
But
was
did his
like,
wife know, Laurie? Did
oh
she
God,
maybe know?
yeah, she knew all about it. She knew all about it.
Right. Right.
Threw,
Okay.
threw me up in the air, and I
Oh my
just
God.
did not know what to do because I'd been fighting so much with this family. Anyway, me, myself, CJ, another, I don't know if you've seen them, Life with Mrs. R, her and her husband. We all met up with my two friends that I'd met that were friends with the Ingham family, and this other family, the R family that came in the other night. We all met up for coffee and cake and a laugh. We stayed in a hotel the night before, and then we all met up for coffee. That everybody, and
Yeah.
photographs were we. One of the families, our family, went live, and screenshots were taken from that and it had the kids on there, and there was a big, massive kick up. There was a big, massive argument and stuff. Sort of fast forward, come September, I was really starting to sort of like look at things. I was having conversations
Yeah.
with my friends, and I was like, I'm not happy about this. I'm really not happy about this. And then Sarah and her friend had a massive fallout.
Right.
Massive, a
Okay.
massive fallout. And They treated her like shit, and that was it then for me. I was done. I was done with the family. I was like, you're covering up. That it was just like, I thought, I've done so much for that family, and we got treated like shit. Treated like shit.
Yeah.
Like, her best friend was threatened with law, like police action and everything, lawyer letters, and it was disgusting,
Yeah.
absolutely disgusting. So the three of us left, stopped supporting the Inghams, and started supporting the girls, because at that point I was like, do you know what? If they've lied about him sleeping with the girl,
Yeah.
they're also lying about him messaging Jess.
Right.
And that's when the switch came. It was like we flipped. It was just, you know, I was devastated. And people can't
Of
say,
course.
oh, yeah, but you're doing all this shit. Yes, I know I did a lot of shit, but
But
I
you
was
believed in
angry
them.
because of the
Yeah.
way I was being treated.
Yeah.
I had one, two, three, four, about 5, 6, 7 different channels
Right.
attacking me, slagging me off, doing videos about me, taking the piss out of me. I had Twitter constant, Tattle Life. I reported the thread and that got hidden. And then there
Right.
was another one called, I can't remember what it was called now, but there was another one, the Gutter Crew or something. And that was basically everybody on there slating us.
On about you, just you.
No, that was me, CJ,
Ah, right. Okay.
and obviously then all my all my accounts came out. I had told, CJ about them, and obviously CJ, was obviously still friends with a lot of people that were in that community, and they got out, and it doesn't matter, at the end of the day, we've all done shit to each other.
Yep.
Me and CJ have been, we fell out backwards and forwards. But the minute I flipped, the minute I sort of like changed my mind, changed my direction and was supporting the girls, I never ever looked back. I've never said, I've never ever said, anything in support of the family. But me and CJ, we've been through rough waters. You know what I mean? We have
Yep.
been through rough
God, it
waters.
does. It,
We've
it
said
sounds
things
it. All
about
right.
each other, but do you know what?
Yeah.
She is my best friend. Her
Yeah.
and Barky are my best friends.
Yeah.
I've been friends, do you know what I mean? And I've been friends with Marie on and off. We've had fallouts. She threatened, see, this is another thing. Like, I was accused of contacting somebody, and she was threatening to get my, at the time, 15-year-old daughter beaten up. She had screamed and shouting on the phone to CJ and somebody else that she was going to get somebody to come to my school and get her beaten up. I mean, who says that shit about a 15-year-old girl? This is a 39-year-old woman
Yeah.
that lives at home with her mum and dad, right? Is on the sick. She's got this condition, and honest to God, she just causes so much trouble. She's had so many arguments with so many different people, and then sits there playing the victim every single
So
day.
this isn't
Look,
about the Inghams anymore.
no. Look, we have defended the girls on and off over the. Yes, she
What?
did.
Come to
Yes,
Joe, what?
yes, she did.
Marie
Yeah,
told
yeah,
people I made porn.
yeah, yeah.
What? Oh my goodness. Right, okay. Right. Right.
Mm,
Okay.
yeah.
So
My my
where's the Inghams and all
15-year-old.
this? They were forgotten. So it's
Sorry.
really a fake
No,
thing.
we were still like, CJ was still doing lives about them and talking about them, and
Yeah.
she was doing reaction videos to their video, and you know how funny CJ is.
Yeah.
Her lives were funny.
Of course.
Do you know what I mean? Her reaction videos, the Incomes, were funny, and people loved it. And at the end of the day, me and CJ don't like being lied about.
No,
We
of course not.
don't like being lied about, and when people are lying, we do react. Do you know what I mean? But you can't expect us to sit back and have shit said about us. We had an account, both of us,
Hmm.
and the other family, the Mrs. the life of Mrs. R.
Right.
All three of us had a channel made, and these videos accusing us of the most disgusting, vile things. You know, CJ has had a lot of shit done to her, and then it's, oh, well, no, you've done a lot of shit.
Dorothy.
Do
I know.
you know
But
what I mean? It's like,
I know. You can laugh at it now, but when it's been put out, um, it's like, oh my God, this isn't true.
mm,
I've got to defend myself.
yeah. When it isn't true, people, we've got our right to defend ourselves. And if people are saying things about us, we've got the right to give it back.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? And look, I've said things that I shouldn't have said. And some things that, I don't care that I've said it.
yeah, I get that.
Um,
No,
but
but I get that because when you have people putting out things that it's just downright lies,
mm,
you're going to fight back,
yeah,
even though it's better to sit back and say nothing. But then there's that need that you have to defend yourself. I think
mm,
we all can agree in here that
yeah,
we all would agree, to defend ourselves.
yeah. And a
But
lot of a
yeah,
lot
and
of
then when your
my
children are involved,
yeah, they
then
did.
it goes to a
My
different
kids
level.
were
Yeah,
my kids
yeah.
were dragged into it. I went live this one night, and it was sort of after me and CJ called a truce. We were sort of like friends, and it was about around the time I think I was arguing with the R family. I think I did a live. Oh no, it was before that. Oh my god, I'm just lost. I think it might have been before me and CJ even became friends. Anyway, I went live this one night. Doesn't matter. And I had obviously people that my friends that were coming in and having a laugh, and my girls
Mhm.
were we were all in their bedroom, and foreign men accounts were coming in and
Right.
asking about the girls. Now I sent Connie to bed, and one of these accounts had been talking about my work. I had said, "Oh yeah, I've just got a new phone from Car Phone Warehouse." Now, obviously, Car Phone Warehouse is only in the UK,
Yes.
right? So obviously
Right.
this person is an English person. Then it started asking about Connie, which did make me feel, did make me feel uncomfortable. But the questions that were being asked at the time, I thought they were talking about Eva, and I was about, Anyway, look, I ended the live not long after I'd put Connie to bed, and I'd not really been live that many times. Do you know what I mean? The time before that, I was having a go at everybody. I was having my say about things that had been said about me. And then this was the kids wanted to go live. The girls wanted to have a live and have a bit of sing song, a bit of a
Yeah.
laugh. And
Yeah.
I was accused of um putting my kids out there for foreign men to ogle over. That was basically what it was
Is that
paramount to that.
what they're talking about when I have seen about the grooming?
Yes.
Oh my God.
And the fact that they're saying that because I supported Chris.
Right. Okay. But that is a different
Mm,
thing completely.
yeah,
You
yeah,
believed in Chris and you supported him
yeah, yeah. And when I
until you
realised
found
the
out.
truth, yeah, when I realised the
Yeah.
truth, that was it. I'm done. I'm gone.
Yeah.
Um, Hi, Dreamer. Sorry if I
Hi,
haven't
Dream.
said hello to anybody, but basically, look, at this whole Ingham saga. Me and CJ have for the last 7 months I have done nothing. And this other
Yeah.
channel that came into the mix nearly 2 years ago, these two, well, it was one man in the beginning. He was doing like psychic readings, and
Ah, I've actually went and had a watch
yeah, yeah.
to find
So
out just a wee bit. Yep.
he he was okay
Okay.
on his own. He was okay
Right.
on his own. He used to have a few
Okay.
little But then this other guy came along, his apparent brother, but isn't his brother. Um,
Right. Okay.
and he was being, he started being a bit nasty to some of the other women that were in that group, racist, etc. And I went live and defended the two ladies that were being attacked, Barky being one of them. And I was just like,
Oh, Barky.
yeah. And I was like, you can't say things like that. It's out of order. And then I got absolutely obliterated by the pair of them. One of his friends started talking about my personal financial situation, about my car that I'd had
Yeah.
CCJ put in, like this is like 5 years ago. Talking about shit like that on a live. And they really, really went in on me. And he we sort of like, I was given information by somebody that was apparently a member of his family, gave me a lot of information, and we Google searched his address,
Okay.
the address that we'd been given, and I took a screenshot of the house with a red door. Now that house with a red door, there was no address on it or anything, I did check, obviously, because the mistake that had been made before. And I gave it to somebody, and that person, Marie, posted it on Twitter, right?
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, this is this Marie that thinks the sun doesn't, the sun shines out for us and the shit
Marie
don't stink.
is the lady that was going to go on Natasha's panel,
Natasha's,
but then
yeah.
dropped out because she had no internet.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So
Okay.
I retweeted this tweet. I was angry. I was very, very hurt by the fact that I'd defended people and got attacked. I was getting
Yeah.
attacked and having all this shit said about me, and I had retweeted what Marie had tweeted, because we were friends at the time, and I made a joke. I says, "Oh, some truth, a few bombs are going to drop in, truth bombs," and I was basically took the piss, and he went absolutely like Fruit Loop on
Right.
his live, like went mad. Um, Someone went in and posted his address in the live, the road name,
Right.
which has happened to myself and
Yep.
CJ as well. Do
I
you know what
know
I
that.
mean?
Yep.
So,
Okay.
so
Okay.
why would we do this?
Yeah.
But somebody went back and told him it was me,
Yep.
that I had done it. I got for months ripped apart, literally. And then other things were happening, other fake
Hmm.
accounts were being set up. But in the long and short of it, we had a lot of, see, look at
Oh my
what
goodness,
CJ's put in.
Joe.
Yeah, look what CJ's had done to her. It's disgusting.
These four
Absolutely.
times
Yeah,
death
she's had
threats.
threats. She's had
Jesus.
threats of someone gonna throw acid in her face.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Now,
someone
this
threatened.
is all, let's just, this is all people from the UK. Yes?
There's been some Americans as well, and an Australian woman. She has been quite a lot of, she's done a lot of shit stirring, basically. She's jumped between camps and caused a lot of, I had death threats right at the beginning. Found out it was actually a 14-year-old girl that was doing it, and she'd
Oh
threatened
my
quite a few
God.
people. Um, but yeah, CJ's had a lot of shit done to her. We've both had a lot of shit
This is rough. And
done to us.
I'm going to say this here. It's a lot rougher, or sounding a lot rougher than the Watts Island.
Mm.
I think Dorothy can agree, and even Sagacious, that this is rough going here.
Yeah,
Right,
it's
okay.
hard.
Oh,
People forget that, we're only human.
of
We've got
course.
feelings. We have got our own mental health issues as well. CJ's been quite open about hers. I've talked about mine. I've talked about stuff that's happened in my past that has caused PTSD. not just the
Yeah.
house fire. I suffer with anxiety and stuff.
Yeah.
So, are we, is it okay for us to just take all this shit? Are we, me and CJ supposed to be these rock solid people that can just
No.
take any amount of crap? And
No.
then when we do react, the snowflakes that can't handle their reaction start getting up in arms and screaming and shouting, saying we're bullies. I'm sorry, but no.
No. I would react.
No.
I absolutely would react.
Yeah.
If I was getting even half of
Yeah.
what you got.
CJ has had, all right, we've both done stuff, but we've had done shit done to us too. A
It's
lot of
like,
shit. Do you know what I
yeah,
mean? It's
tit for
ridiculous.
tat. Tit for tat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So in this whole back and forth, and it getting pretty brutal, and people getting
Oh, you're
hurt.
not going to believe there's a lot more to it.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And
This is going to be with regards to these two men. This is a lot to do with them.
right, I did actually go over and have a look. I thought, right, before I knew Laura or you were coming on, I thought I'm just going to go in and have a look, because I did see the thing about grooming, and I thought, what
Mm,
the hell is this nonsense, all about? And for you to be caught that, just not on, not
Me
on.
and Rob have had a lot of arguments. Do you know what I mean? It's been a lot of, have I reacted to things that he said to me? Have I gone live and reacted to stuff that he's been saying about me? Of course I did. Did I have a rant and a rave? Yes, I did. Did I shout and scream and bawl and Yes,
Yeah,
I did, out of complete sort of like anger and frustration. I'm not going to sit here and say,
yeah.
oh no, I was really, really calm and I didn't shout or scream. I'll put my hands up and say I shouted and screamed. But the things that he came out with, he's told people to hang themselves, to bury themselves, absolutely vile.
Was he reacting what was done to him?
Nothing had been done to him at this
Right,
point. Do you know what
nothing
I
had
mean?
been
It was
done.
just,
Right, okay, yeah,
yeah. I obviously had a big fallout with, I was being accused of being behind this account that I know who's behind it now. Um, and I was also accused, these are the people that are in this little group that are against us, accused me of being behind an account that was sending porn to a child.
oh,
One, I wasn't behind that channel, the Twitter account. And two, porn wasn't being sent to a child.
mhm.
Yeah. And his friend started contacting. He contacted me and just said, "Oh, I see you've been getting a lot of shit, blah, blah, blah." And I was a bit sort of like, okay, thanks. It was like, and then our Australian little friend was going, "Oh, Lorraine, he likes you. Oh, look at him. Look at the way he looks at you." And I was like, "Shut up." It was like, shut up. Anyway, me and CJ used to go onto their lives, have a sing
Mhm.
song, have a laugh and a chat. And it was quite obvious that he liked me. Do you know what I mean? It was
Right,
just obvious to everybody. Everyone's go, "Lorraine, he does like you." You know what I mean? The way his face would light up, and I'd be like, "Oh fuck." Do you know what I mean? I was like, "Oh shit."
and he was
Um,
he was a friend of this other man's.
yes, yeah.
Right, okay, yep,
He
okay.
has been on. He has been on the lives. He has been on a lot of his lives, and myself and him became friends.
Okay, yep.
In the background, we were messaging each other on Twitter. And there was a lot of flirting and shit on the lives and stuff. And we used to have a bit of a laugh and a joke, and just sort of like just have a bit of a, I'll be like, oh, little private jokes that we'd have online. And he we were like all friends, and we had a bit of fun in private chat.
Right, okay.
We had a bit of fun in
Say no
private chat.
more. We're all
We had a
adults.
bit of private
We're
fun
all
in
adults here.
yeah, exactly. And our other friend, mine and CJ's other friend, because I'd confided eventually when we had a massive fight Christmas Day. Rob took the strop over something that had been said
Right.
in CJ's live Christmas Day, and it was a big, massive fallout. And he had actually he sang a song. Do you know that Chaz and Dave song? Well,
Yes.
he kept saying my name in it, and I'm like, it really hurt me. And I was like, oh my God, I've actually got feelings for this person. How the fuck did that happen? Do you know what I mean? And it upset
Right.
me because it upset me because I couldn't understand my own emotions. I was like, why the fuck am I being like Joe? Why am I so hurt by this person?
Because you had
Yeah,
a
I had become we
off
had
the line
become really
relationship. Yeah.
we had become really, really good friends, and
Yeah.
we had suspicions that he might have been behind this account. And to prove
Oh.
that he wasn't this person, he sent me a picture of his passport with
Oh, I
everything
thought you were
covered
going to
up.
say something else.
No, he sent me a picture of his passport. Sent me a picture of his passport with everything covered up,
All right.
except for his first name and his picture. So it didn't have anything any other information. Our little Australian friend was fuming because I wouldn't show. I mean, obviously CJ was sort of like, "Oh, why wouldn't you show it to us?" But Skippy was the one that was like, "Oh, hold on, hold on."
Oh, oh. Nitty
Yeah,
Nora.
yeah, it was Marie that orchestrated it all, Nitty. It was Marie and Dawny that had orchestrated it all. Barky was used as a pawn. She thought it was true, and it would come
Right.
from Marie and Dawny. Marie
So,
had actually been told by somebody in the community not to go public because there was no proof that it had anything to do with me. So basically, what was I talking about? Oh, the
right,
whole
hold on now.
thing.
Just let's get this bit for the
Yeah, the
non-community.
whole me being
Right.
accused of
Right. Wasn't
singing.
Right. Barky and Marie.
Yeah.
Right. Right. We went through that. But it turned out, do they actually know who it was?
Yeah. Mrs. R. Michelle had come forward and admitted it was her behind that account. She
Right.
admitted she was behind that account, and she said it was no porn had been sent.
It
But
was a crotch pitch.
this fifth, well, apparently this account called Caitlin had been had messaged it or something to ask if it was Dave, and
We need to say prawn, by the way, instead of the
all right, okay,
PORN, because
okay,
YouTube don't like it. Don't ask me why,
I
but
know. But yeah,
okay.
that's what happened. Michelle, admitted it. She said, "Look, I'm not letting Lorraine take the flak for this. One, it was me that was behind that account, and two, it wasn't no prawn was sent to a child. It was a picture of a crotch because it was about a family. Hi, Kim.
Okay.
So basically, that is that is what happened.
And
Um,
your friendship, how did that end up?
Mine and his.
Yes.
We sort of went between sort of like falling out. We had goes at each other. We had, there was times where I said, "Look, I can't deal with this."
Yeah.
I said, "I don't think this our friendship's going to last in this community." And it wasn't. I was being completely honest, and we went our separate ways. And I,
Oh.
at the end of the day, I missed him. I did miss him.
Yeah.
And then me and CJ fell out. A long story. I thought that CJ had been behind stuff, and it wasn't. It was this Skippy from Australia.
Skippy from Australia. Okay.
She had told Marie about mine and Virgil's naughty messages.
Right. Okay.
And I just blocked everybody, and a lot of shit then he did a lot of, he did stir a lot of shit up. Things got said. We had our fallouts. But then the sort of like, we did start talking again. Me and CJ got on the phone this one day and they spat the dummy out because we had got on the phone and they hadn't been included because it was to do with his channel. He had gone live privately.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute to get a drink.
Oh, you're okay.
Hold on. Yeah, he'd gone live, and myself and another lady that had been friends with CJ, we'd been slagging her off. And obviously, seeing that, regardless of whether we'd fell out or not, she was going to be hurt by it. So we all got on the phone, and he blocked me, took a strop and blocked me. And I was like, do you know what? I'm done. Do you know what I mean? I was ready to walk away so many times, and at that point, I was like, I'm done. I'm just out of here. Do you know what I mean? And then obviously, me and CJ became friends again.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that was a good thing that came out of it.
Nitty, what half truths? What half truths? Spit it out. Go on. I've said on other lives, other things. So what is it that you want me to say?
Well, is there?
You know, I haven't even finished, and she's
Yeah.
you're only telling half truths.
Well, yeah, right, okay. Let's hear.
So,
it's just YouTube wars. It's
yeah, I mean,
going real life, really going real life.
There's other people. There's other people that have been involved in, like me and CJ, like an older lady who was caused another. She had a massive. Oh, what real truth, Virgil?
Oh,
what didn't you come up? See, you're a chicken.
This is Virgil. That was your friend.
Chicken. Yeah, Philip.
Philip, right?
Yeah.
Hello,
Philip.
Virgil.
Yeah.
And Virgil is very welcome to come up.
You had goes at me. I was upset. Okay, I've apologized. You forgave me about that. You forgave me. And then you took a strop because me and CJ had been on the phone. And you were like, oh, you told me you'd never speak to her again. Oh, honest to God. I really am.
And you've not spoken to Virgil in how long?
Since June last year.
Right.
June last year. He's took. Yeah, because your brother wouldn't shut his mouth on your lives, telling everybody that I was after your money because you were a millionaire, and you were apparently supposed to be publishing my book. He never shut up, Virgil. That's a problem with Rob. He never shut up. He caused a lot. Should I have done it? No. Well, I can't forgive you for the way you've treated me either. So that's, it's over. It's been over a long time ago. The minute you blocked me for no reason and spoke to me like shit, that's when our friendship was over, Virgil. You and your brother need to accept that, leave me alone and move the hell on and stop accusing me of being behind fake accounts coming into your channel when they're nothing to do with me. Absolutely nothing to do with me. You've made my life hell for 6 or 7 months, and now he's calling me a groomer because people using him, coming into his channel, telling him this, that, and the other, sending screenshots. They're using him, and he can't even see it. And then he's accusing me of being a groomer because he's taken everything what's been told to him as fact. So that is the problem, Virgil. You and him have not left me alone. It's obsession. You've not left my channel alone. You've not left my community posts alone. You've not left my TikToks alone. Apparently, all my TikToks are about you. No, they weren't. They were just general. Everybody does the same TikToks.
Is there any chance? Right, you've went.
Oh,
Oh,
wow. Do you know what, Virgil? He shouldn't have called me a groomer. What a shame.
there's
What a
CJ.
shame.
You've went.
Oh, wow. Do you know what, Virgil?
Oh,
He shouldn't call me a
I
groomer.
hear an echo.
What a shame. You just need to mute.
Sorry.
Hi, Country Joe.
Hi guys. I'm talking as Veronica. I'm on as
Yeah.
Veronica
Oh, my
tonight.
God. I'm sorry, but have you got like a forgetful memory or something, Virgil, about everything that you've said about me, everything you've done to me? Have
Lorrie,
you?
can I address something quickly? I don't want to take over from your night,
No,
right?
no.
I just want to come on to clear this up once and
Right.
for all before Nitty, Madam Butterfly, um, thinks that she's got to start posting the same fucking shite over and over, right? 3 years ago, I've already told this story on Dorothy's
Yeah.
live. I've told it on my own channel so many fucking times, it's unreal. But let's get it out. Nitty, I hope you're still here because you can correct anything that I'm not saying that you want me to say. Right? You total, utter hypocrite, double standards. I wouldn't even say the last one, but it begins with a C.
Mm.
Now, 3 years ago, as Lorraine's already said, we all met up, right?
Yes.
Um, After the meet up, there was two different camps, Dorothy, right? There was the Twitter fuckwits and there was the YouTube fuckwits, right? And I'm including myself in that. So we all met up. When we came back, the Twitter bastards weren't happy about it, that we did a good time and were tweeting, fat shaming us, saying it was a Weight Watchers meet up.
Yeah.
Um, an account called McBanter posted a picture with two kids in it. He was asked by the mother to take it off of Twitter.
Mm.
He said, I quote, fuck you to the mother, right? And your Nitty Nora and your the other fucking ones that were involved were all laughing along with him and thought it was hilarious and whatnot, right? So I made an account one night. We were all in a group chat, and I said, I'm sick of them doing what they want, saying what they want, and let's see how they like it. So I got picked. I didn't know any other information, right? I only knew the Twitter accounts. So in this group chat, which has been posted, everybody's read it, everybody's seen it. So now I've got to bring up a woman who's dead, Dorothy. She
I'm not
died.
Dorothy. I'm
Oh,
Dur.
sorry, Jura. I've got to
Oh,
now
you're
bring
all
up
right.
a lady who's passed away. And Nitty apparently cared a lot about this lady.
Right.
Oh, cared so much about her. But knows I've got to bring her up now because I wouldn't have had any of that information if it hadn't have been for the lady who's passed away. Right?
Right.
She
Right.
gave
Okay.
me it. She gave me the pictures. She gave me the names. I made an account on Twitter. I put a picture up. It was a cover picture from Facebook, right? So it wasn't private, it was public. And I wrote how beautiful they were. I said, how beautiful, what beautiful kids. Then I put the other picture that Wendy gave me was of a woman with two elderly people. And again, I said, oh, they must be so proud. Nothing nasty was wrote, right? My point was, don't post pictures of kids, then tell the mother
Yeah.
to fuck off, right? That's why I done it. They all know that's why I done it.
Yeah.
Then I get into a war fighting with different ones. This account, Jura, was up for 45 minutes 3 years ago, right? While I was fighting back and forward in that 45 minutes, there was a woman who I'd been told by this person who's passed away, that they were all friends with, that they all forgave. That woman that at one time they all hated with a passion, right?
Mm.
And that woman told me that another woman had lied about having a miscarriage,
Right.
right? So while I was fighting 45 minutes 3 years ago, I did say something like, well, didn't you lie about having a miscarriage? Or you're
Mhm.
the one that lied about having a miscarriage, right? This is what Nitty's talking about. I
Right.
don't give
Right.
a wait a
Mm.
minute. Nitty's just said the picture he posted was about Lorrie, not
Mm.
kids. Was the kids in the picture, Nitty?
Yes, Aurora was in it.
So was Mason.
Yeah.
It was Nikki that asked him to take it down, and he told her to fuck off.
Oh yeah, the fat shaming one.
Yes,
The fat shaming picture of my stomach.
yes,
Yeah. Yeah.
yes. Now,
Yeah. But that's
is there
okay.
anything that I've not said yet that you want me to say? Is there anything that I have not admitted to that you want me to admit to? Because I'll tell you right now, I did make mistakes and I have never denied it. Ever denied it. Difference is I learned from it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're both owning up, and
I
Yeah.
always
everyone.
owned it.
I know that,
Yeah.
Jura, I
and
owned it at the
yeah,
time 3 years ago.
yeah.
See this Nitty Nora here in this chat right now? She was a moderator on my channel after this happened.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you
Right.
know what I
Okay.
mean? You also made a fake and posted your own niece and blamed us. The next day, after that happened for the 45 minutes, right? They were all going crazy trying to figure out who it was, and they blamed another family, right?
Right.
And says to that family, we're going to post your grandkids. Your grandkids are next. Am I right, Lorraine?
Yeah.
Right? So I was going to admit it. I said, I'm just going to say it was me. Right? And I was told by everybody, apart from one woman who was Michelle, not to admit it, including Wendy, told me not to admit it. Right? So I didn't want Michelle's grandkids getting posted because of what I'd done.
Yeah.
So I was trying everything I could to make it look like it wasn't Michelle and it wasn't me. So I made another account and I put my daughter, and they think it was my niece. It wasn't my niece. Um, on a Twitter thing, right?
Right.
That again was up for about half an hour. Then the next day, I admitted it was me. I said I can't not admit it. I'm going to have to admit it. Now, is there anything else you want me to say now?
And before you mention about the social services, already discussed that on my own live or
Well, I
CJ's
don't.
live.
They can't bring up social services because I will just bring up that the real Inghams contacted social services on somebody, and they also were going to contact them on you. It wasn't a thumbnail from a video, actually. No, it wasn't.
No,
I'm
someone had
get.
actually screenshot a live, took pictures from a live.
Now, Nitty, is there anything else? Because if that's all I've done in 4 years of being on YouTube,
Yeah.
come
You're
on,
wanting to move forward, both of yous.
for such a long time,
Right.
such a long time.
So if they don't stop, you're not going to talk about them, have anything to do with them. You just want to
No.
move on.
Yep.
Is there not some way that everyone can coexist on here and just ignore
Yeah,
each
look, that's
other?
what I want. Do you know what I mean? Oh, that's
Of
what I want.
course. Yeah.
Um,
You're willing to do it. CJ's willing to do it. You have admitted what you have done. They need to admit what they've done, and then
mhm.
that's it.
They think they've done nothing, Jura. They think
Yeah,
they've done nothing. And it's actually, well, it has picked up more lately,
yeah,
Dorothy. What the fuck? Proof, please, CJ. Whose grandkids? Oh my God. Listen, Jude, Lorraine, you were all there at the time, wasn't it? The whole reason Michelle went live that day was because it was said, well, how would you like it if it was your grandkids? Fuck off with your wow.
Oh God.
Get rid of Sophia Green. That's one of them. I don't know what one.
Yeah,
But it's
Marie
one of them.
or Skippy, Doodah.
If you're not going to come in your real name, I'm not addressing what you've got to say. And do you really want me to start? Well, I'll list everything that's been done to me, Sophia. Really?
Yeah, honest to
Fuck
God.
off.
Everyone seems to have done things that they regret, right?
Exactly,
Let,
Kales.
It is. That's true,
Exactly.
Cows. So true. So true. I mean, don't
yeah.
let's not forget Doddy and Epic Joe that was made up attacking us as well. Let's not forget
Oh,
about them. Septic.
Doddy, Epic Joe, Texas Joe,
Yeah.
Sing Along a CJ,
Yeah.
Doxy Fizzle. These are all different accounts that just abused us,
How
Jura.
many people would you say in total is going against
Listen to this shit.
to the both, going against you both?
Oh, I had
Mm.
since
Are we talking 5, 10, 15?
Oh, there's a little group of maybe, shall we say
10.
10 to 15, maybe. I don't know
Right.
who's in that group.
Right.
It's not a lot, but they're very
Yes, Peach.
loud.
You admit what you've done
Yeah.
and grow and move the fuck
I mean,
on.
that Sunshine, that oh look at this shit. You posted
Oh,
Barty's hubby. It was a Facebook picture. Barkin and I were fighting.
Yeah.
Look, I'm going to tell you right now. See the point I'm at, right? When I feel harassed and stopped, and I will fucking do what I've got to do to stop it. Yes, I will. It wasn't just me that contacted Marie's ex, and that was nearly 4 years ago. And it was also a best friend, two best friends. And I've admitted that, Nitty. Have I not admitted that? How many times? How many times have I spoke about this? How many times?
post all the proof you fucking
Post it.
Not
Do you think
interested.
anybody's looking at your fucking Twitter? Nobody on here's even got Twitter.
Don't
Nitty,
care.
they have admitted what they've done over the 3 years.
Everything that she's just said there,
They
at
want
the time,
to
I
move
admitted
on.
and I explained
Can I just pick up Sunshine? What did you want to ask me?
to
Yes.
unblock her.
And block you on where?
This has to stop somewhere.
Oh no, she wants to ask you a question, sorry.
All right, okay, ask me.
It can keep going back and forth, back and forth. It's not healthy. It's not good for anyone's mental health.
Jura, Nitty
Yeah.
just said about me posting things, right? My brother was contacted. My
Yeah.
sister-in-law was contacted. My ex-partner's been contacted twice.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
daughter's been tried to be contacted. Her details
know.
have been put out there. So if you look at all that's been done to me, right, and then they come out and say that I've done it, I've retaliated.
Sunshine, I don't even know your address, sweetheart. How would I know your address? I cannot believe you're actually asking that, Sunshine, that you think I would send you a Christmas card.
Oh, and yes, as Jude just said, Nitty Nora's went real life. Nitty Nora was one of the ones that fucking. Do you know Nitty Nora Real Ingham's Chickadee contacted me one night at 11:30 at night to give me wanted me to phone a phone number because they thought it was Chris Ingham's balloting company. So that was okay. It was okay to go real life then, wasn't it, Nitty? There's so
Nitty,
much going on.
Yeah.
I
Where's it going to
have
stop?
Jesus Christ.
Where is this going to stop?
It's going to stop right now, Jura, because I don't really give a
has to.
fuck
It has
what
to.
else they say. They're jealous,
Yeah.
bitter, pathetic
Yeah.
old fucking women who cannot bear that I just don't want to be in the day with them anymore.
You've both
Well,
moved
Can't
on.
hear it.
hold on a minute. Sunshine, I'm not being funny, but I'm actually quite offended that he's actually asked me that. Well,
Thank you,
maybe,
Kales.
maybe someone's just sent you a card. I don't know, that you just don't realise maybe that they've moved. Someone from your past. I don't know. But I don't even know what part of the country you live in. Never mind your fucking address. Excuse my French. But I'm
Basically,
getting really pissed off.
I mean, is it going to come to what happened last night live on air in our community?
it's
I know,
Where
do you know,
there's
I
a
never
knock
want
at
to.
the
I
door.
cannot believe.
Yeah,
I
where there's a
cannot
knock at the
believe.
door and someone is served a
oh
restraining
well.
order.
Mm-hmm.
That was done live on her
Don't worry,
live.
Jura. There's 2 people right now that have got that coming.
Yeah,
2
I
people.
think
Mhm.
is this what it's going to end up
Right.
as?
The thing is, right, that Nitty just wants you all to think that I'm an evil bastard. That's
I
her
don't think
end
that.
game.
You're not.
No,
No,
but
And
that's
neither
what
is
she
Lorrie.
wants. That's why there is nothing I can say. I can sit here and tell the story exactly like it happened, and
Yeah,
it's not going to change anything. It's
no.
not going to stop anything because she doesn't care about the truth. She cares about people hating CJ. That's what she wants. She's not mentioned once the things that have been done to me by people she supports. She
So
goes on channels
yeah,
that just lie, that just harass and bully, and she knows it. You know
Nitty, yes, I did see that you'd said I wasn't a groomer, but you also haven't said anything. I bet you haven't said anything to Lainey or Marie or Dolly or any of them not going in there, sitting in his lives while he was been calling me a groomer. That
Nitty,
is slander.
Nitty,
That is
Nitty,
slander.
Nitty, sweetheart, who gave them the fucking picture? Who gave them the picture? Because it looked very much to me like one of your files or one of the real Ingham's files. Look, Chris Ingham was a groomer. He needed outing. So what am I?
Yeah.
Am I a groomer? What am I that needs outing? Because you were quite happy to be a moderator for me. You were quite happy to sit in my fucking channel night after night when I was talking about the Inghams. But now I'm the best person in the world. When all these things happened before you were a moderator, before you sat in my panel every night. Can you see what I'm saying, Jura?
I know I can definitely.
Okay, thank you, Sunshine.
If she's so disgusted with what happened 3 years ago, why was she on my panel? Why was she
Yeah,
DMing me?
I get
Why
it.
was she DMing me? I'll
Because
fucking
it suits her agenda.
Yeah, it
Always
does.
has suited Nitty's agenda. Oh, I'm going to post screenshots of your fake accounts. Come on then, knock yourself out, sweetheart. I don't care.
So in their community, this is what they talk about. What has happened over the last 3 years? Is that it?
Right, can
Hello?
I just... Sorry, I need to...
You're okay.
That's the whole Virgil thing, basically. Has he
Can
been
you hear me
blocked?
okay?
Yeah.
Right. See, are you there, CJ?
Sorry, I'm just going to the toilet.
Oh, okay. So, Lorrie,
Um,
tell me this. In their community that they have now, is it the only content
it's
you...
old stuff. It's
Right.
old stuff constantly
Okay.
over.
Right.
It's old stuff recycled over and over and over and over again.
Jura, every one of them's accepted apologies after me.
Right.
Marie I've even apologised to her. You know why I apologised to her? Oh, wait a minute. Can you please put that up on screen? Thank you. If you
Wow.
ask, you know
Nicky.
something, Nitty? You're a mind game player, Nitty. You really are. I don't know why you pretended to like me in DMs because for the past year, I've done fucking. I'm not even you. I thought we were friends. I respected you. I stint a Lorena I ever did
So
was
did
say,
I.
stint a Barky.
So did I. I've been, Nitty, you and me have been in DMs. We've been in DMs for well over a year, messaging each other, and then you blocked me because I was supporting that dickhead.
I
Wasn't
can't.
supporting him.
It has to stop somewhere.
I can't accept that you can see clearly what is going on, and you are actually making you're one of the ones that are making it worse. That's all I can say. I don't even I'm not you. Every one of you, I just don't get it. I just don't get it because I can prove all of this. I
But
can
CJ,
prove.
you don't need to prove anything. And neither do you, Lorrie. Right?
Thank
You
you.
don't. You are both very well liked. They're shouting in the wind.
Mm.
Honestly, believe me when I tell you this. This happens in any community. It's not only happened in
Yes.
yours, it happens everywhere. You know, people know what YouTube is like. They know what Twitter is like. It's gone. It's finished. Yous have moved on. And for Nitty and Marie and all the rest, you wouldn't speak on them if they didn't speak on you.
Proved that, Jura. I've proved that
I
for
know
a
you
year.
have.
Mm.
You just
It,
want
it,
peace.
I don't.
We
I
love coming on your channel. We love coming on Dorothy's
Yeah,
channel. We love coming on everyone's
yeah,
channels in the community. Do you know what I mean? Everyone
yeah.
is so friendly. So, and CJ's channel is a breath of fresh air.
It is. It
Since
is.
she moved away, and people don't like it.
Yeah,
People are jealous because CJ and I have moved on, and people are constantly. You need to admit to doing this, and you need to admit to doing that, and you need
Oh
to.
my God!
Who,
Look what
who
Dot's
are
just said.
you?
Look what Dot's just said. Dot, I couldn't have put that any
Yeah.
better.
yeah.
If
People
nothing
get
shows,
so, yeah,
if
people get
if
so blinded
nothing
with
shows,
hate.
Mm.
Yeah,
sorry guys,
Jealousy.
if nothing shows who the players are in all this,
Yeah.
Dot's just summed that up.
hmm,
Because to use Dorothy, and that's what they've been doing. They've been
Yeah.
emailing Dorothy. They've
Disgusting.
emailed
yeah,
Granny's watching. They've
yeah.
emailed Natasha. Who is the fucking bullies here? Who
Yeah.
is the ones that are being
I know.
aggressive here?
I know. And you know, I'll read this out. People get so blinded with hate, they go after others who simply show support.
Yes.
Get your emotions in check.
Hmm.
It is messy and immature.
Big
I
time.
totally
Big
agree.
time. Big time. I
Just
need to
because they
address.
want everybody to hate us. They just
It's
want
not going to
everybody to
happen.
hate us.
It's not going to
Mm,
happen. It's just not going to happen.
no. I need
Not,
to address the whole Virgil situation a minute.
yeah, that's fine.
If
Yep,
he-
we're here as long
if
as it
he's
takes.
if he's
Because,
still watching, Virgil, I'm not being funny, but
Virgil, you're not blocked.
you blocked me for no reason. You didn't wait for me to come to you. You didn't say to me, "Oh, what's this about?" A conversation with you and CJ. You didn't ask me what had happened. You had a conversation with somebody else, and then you blocked me for no reason. You kept saying, "Oh, you regained on your promise. You regained on your promise. You regained on your promise." Listen, I promised myself at that time. I was hurt and I was very angry with shit that was going on, right? But I got on a phone call with CJ as an adult, which I'm quite entitled to, and so is CJ, to talk like adults and sort shit out. I do not need your permission or anybody else's to do that. And that is, you're so childish and so, it's possessiveness. I'm not being funny. I've never even met you. We've talked online, but I've never met you. So you've got no right to tell me who I can and cannot talk to. It's pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Your
Yeah,
brother, you let your brother destroy our friendship. That's what you did, right?
Dr.
You
Jura,
let
can
him.
you put that one up that Nitty's just put in a minute, please?
where's Nitty? right. Yeah, Nitty not right.
Nitty, there's a problem there because I've got it in DMs where I told you that I had told Dorothy the
Mhm.
whole story.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
even sent you the link.
yeah. Do you know what I
But
mean?
Nitty, people went real life on Lorrie. They went real
Hi.
life
You
on
didn't
CJ.
say you did, but the people have.
Not
People
you,
have
maybe
emailed
personally,
them.
Nitty,
I didn't
but
say you'd emailed
others,
anybody.
others in
Right,
the
but
community did.
you're well aware. You're well aware of the people who have because you sat on a live where they spoke about it. That woman emailed Dorothy and said that I was responsible
Yeah.
for somebody killing themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And by the
That's
way,
what it
Jura,
is.
see the person that killed himself over me? They didn't even exist.
Oh
It
my
was a fake.
goodness,
It
right,
was a fake
It was a
account.
fake account.
right.
It was a fake account.
And that's another thing. I've had people say maliciously that they've tried to harm themselves and it was my fault. And it's been proven that it was lies.
Mm-hmm.
Proven. Proven. Total
Yeah,
lies.
yeah, big time.
And it's not going to work. They're wasting their time. Um, you came in here for like you joined the community, the Ingham community. Things didn't work out. You have all moved on. You're doing great. Laurie's doing great.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone likes you. It's not going to work. It doesn't matter what comes out. It is not going to work.
Well, the thing is, Jura, is what they don't realise is that they are talking about this mad, evil, horrible CJ. I've been now in this community, what, 2 months, maybe 2.5 months?
Yeah.
Where is this evil, big, bad, evil CJ? Because that's not
Well,
what
I haven't
people
seen her.
see. Because that's not who I am. Yes, I got angry. Yes, I made mistakes. But let's face it, I was in a toxic community
Yeah.
surrounded with toxic people. The people that I spoke to privately were toxic.
Yeah.
Right, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. She's brought up the right. Can I just say that CJ, have I ever come to you and expressed concerns over Lainey and dementia?
Yes.
Yes, I have. Right. Was it the right thing to do? Now I'm going to read out because you probably haven't seen it. Right. I have made an apology yesterday. Right. My apology to anyone that was offended by the dementia comment. You're right. Dementia isn't the reason Lainey is a bitch. It's just her personality. She has made threats towards my tyres on my car, told me to get laryngitis, which makes me extremely ill. But you're right, I shouldn't have used dementia in that way. Dementia. No one has asked me to apologise. This is just me, or I. Hold on. This is just me, as I do have empathy, and I wouldn't want anyone triggered over it. I posted an apology.
Yes, you
Yeah.
did, Kerry.
I'm
Yes,
sure
you did.
Nitty Nora is a
People
nice
have said
woman.
shit to me, Nitty, that have been bang out of order. You call me a demented witch. Could be pull you up on that. I've seen screenshots of Kim saying that I should be in a psychiatric hospital. Is that right? Is that okay? Yeah.
Kels, honey, I am. Not, I would not talk about it. I'm talking about this tonight,
Yeah.
but I haven't talked about it on my own channel, and I won't
No,
be.
no. But you can come and chat over here or in Dorothy's because sometimes you do need to get your voice out.
Yeah,
Because
the
when
people.
all these things are been through at you, accusations, you get angry, and instead of maybe, reacting what you maybe could have done maybe 2 years ago, you can come up and have
Yes,
a chat. Now, I
yes,
Mm.
don't know Nitty,
that's what
but
I've
I'm
learned.
sure, Nitty, I'm going to ask you this. Do you want to move on and
What lies
forget
do you
about
want me
Laurie
to put?
and
Wait a
CJ?
minute, Jura, look, I can't. Nitty, I didn't private any lives I've done because I'm embarrassed and I'm ashamed of them. I privated everything because I wanted to move on. That's
Mhm.
all.
Yeah, I get that.
What am I saying now that I'm hiding in my old lives? This is always the way I was. You tell me what live you want me to put up, Nitty, and I will put it up.
Mhm.
You tell me what one you want put up. I'm not hiding anything. What am I hiding? Tell me what I'm hiding and I'll address it right now. What are you trying to say, that I was different to what I am now? Did you not hear my live the other night when I called Maria CUNT about 10 times?
Yeah.
What is the difference between that and my old lives?
Mm.
Look, we
Oh,
all know
please,
that we've done
Sean.
shit on here, right? We've said things that we regret and
Jesus
we've
Christ, isn't he
apologised.
allowed to move on?
This is it.
No,
Move on.
it's
Not they're willing to say, look, I'm not going to speak about any of yous ever again if you don't speak on us. And I don't
have
think you
I
can get
not?
better than
Yeah.
that.
Have I not always owned my shit? Have I not always said, look, yeah, put my hands up and said, look, I own it. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have made them accounts up. I shouldn't have did. I've always, always, always apologised. Always.
I hid a
Um,
lot of my videos because YouTube done a change of terms of service,
They
mm,
did.
right?
They did.
And they were clamping down. People were getting community guideline strikes and things
Hmm.
like that. And in my old lives, I would rant and rave and of whoever I was fighting with at the time. And I was worried because you see, I've got a lot of haters, as you can
I know.
clearly see,
hmm
who maliciously would go through and try to find things to strike. That's why I done it.
yeah.
I'm not embarrassed or ashamed of anything I've ever put on my channel, and I would justify it because I never done it out of any other reason that I thought I was right at the time. And
Thank
if
you,
I found
Captain
out I
Nathan.
wasn't right, I apologised.
And I
Honest to
think
God.
I've
what
learned now
yeah,
not to use my platform like that.
Okay, SJ, darling. Honest to God. Thank you, Captain
but
Nathan.
I'm going to be honest and say this. What they're saying isn't anything that we haven't heard before. We've
Mm.
all been on YouTube for
Oh,
years.
no, oh my God, Lainey, I cannot believe you've came in. You have been ripping this woman
Wow.
apart. Wait a minute, Lorraine, please let me speak. You've been
Wow.
ripping this woman apart for fucking weeks. And me, who was only ever your friend, you told me to block you. So I did. That's it. Didn't mention you. And everywhere you go, you've been bringing me up and digging at me and saying things about me.
Yeah,
Why? What did I
same,
do to you?
same,
Don't give
same.
us your crap. Because
Sweetheart.
we've got
Yeah,
every message that you've been putting. So you're
yeah.
not.
I've screenshot everything you've said about me, Lainey. You do not get the get out cards with this. I'm sorry. I'm
This
sorry
is
that you
Marie's
don't.
best friend, everybody.
Yeah,
Right.
Lainey.
Well,
honest
does
to
Lainey
God.
not want to move on?
No, Lainey wants to
No,
destroy
yeah,
Lorraine.
But
yeah.
she's not going to.
Right, Lainey was one of the biggest supporters of the Ingham family, right? She fell out with me
You
because
wouldn't know the
I
truth.
told
You
the
wouldn't know the
truth.
fucking truth.
I showed the proof. I told people within our little group that Chris had slept with somebody. Lainey went absolutely ballistic. And back then, tried to destroy me and bring me down, tried to turn everyone against me. This is what Lainey does. You've called me a delusional narcissist behind my back when you were supposed to have been my friend.
Juror,
How does that work? That's
Lorraine,
two-faced.
Lorraine, let me sum it up. Let me sum it up in one go. Lainey loved me. Lainey
Yeah.
loved me like a real friend, apparently. How many nights ago was it that Lainey was on Natasha Cooper's panel?
Hmm.
Uh, Facilitating Marie lying about me. So
But,
that tells you everything you need to know about
well,
Lainey.
right,
Hmm.
I'm going to ask you two lovely ladies something. If certain people in this other community wanted to come over and say, look, we're ready to move on here and put the past in the past and even join in to this new community.
Jura,
Would you?
listen, we'd make you happier.
Right, that's fine. So they could come over, come into chats, and
Yep.
and there is loads of different channels.
Yep.
And Lainey or Nitty, I'm sure would enjoy. That there's how many channels is there not that people can go to? Lots.
Countless.
Yeah. And instead of focusing on what's happened the last 3 years, look forward to what's next. And I am sorry, Lainey, about the loss of your husband. And I mean that. I am truly sorry.
Yeah, and I'd actually, even though we weren't talking, I'd said to V, can you tell Lainey, express my sympathies to her. But for some reason, it's been
later on. Will you, Jura? Because I'm not having her on talking about us with us not having a right to reply.
Right, I think that's fair enough. Lainey, would you be happy enough?
Finish my story, but
no, that's fine. Yep. What we can do is we can come on another night. Because I think this can be sorted out.
Oh.
Right. No, hold on. I'm not saying I'll sort it out. No. But look.
Wait a minute. Can I just say something here?
Yeah.
I haven't mentioned you. So don't you tell me I haven't gave you a right to reply. Did I go public and say anything when you went on Natasha Cooper's? Have I said anything about the millions of comments that you've left about me every day?
But you don't let me have a right to reply. Hold on a minute, Lainey. Hold on a minute. You've had your right to reply on Rob's. You've said what you've wanted to say on Rob's. The person that you absolutely were disgusted with and hated.
Yep.
Shall we tell everyone what actually happened between me and you? You fell out with me, and then when me and CJ fell out, you came running to me, wanting to apologise to me. Hold on a minute. You wanted to apologise to me to aggravate CJ. That was the only reason why you did that. And then when all this shit happened with me and Virgil falling out with me because I had spoke to CJ, fake accounts went in, stirring up shit. Yeah? Fake accounts went in, stirring up shit. And we found out who was behind that account. Oh, but Lainey was best friends with this person and took her side over mine. That's what it's all over, Lainey. I'm disgusted that you spoke about me behind my back, which you have. You have spoke about me behind my back. And you've continuously attacked me on Rob's. I'm not lying. CJ, am I lying? Am I lying about what's happened?
No, I'm not.
No. CJ, have I lied about what happened?
I can stay for as many hours as it takes.
Can you let her on then? Because
I
can't. This is.
I don't know what am I lying about? That is what.
Well, let her come on and see what she's got to say.
Yes, but Lainey,
disappointed.
Just remember, they're wanting. I'm sure, with what you've went through lately, you want to move on, and don't want to be stuck in this rut. And move on to somewhere happier in YouTube. A place that you look forward to. And I can drop the link if you want to come up. Absolutely.
Jude, I mean, Lainey,
I'm not very clever at what you say.
You've called me a delusional narcissist and everything. You've been absolutely vile about me behind my back while we're supposed to be friends. Did Skippy not pull you up on it on the phone one day? Did Skippy not pull you up on the phone about it one day?
Yes, she did. And the Barky and I were witness to it.
Yeah. You've got to stop lying, Lainey. I'm sorry, but you have got to stop lying. You spoke about me behind my back. You took somebody else's side over mine, even though I was telling the truth.
But
Honest to God.
even, right, regardless of that, you're still willing to say, fuck it, we're willing to move on here.
I
Jura,
want
I
to
would
move
never
on. I want
mention
to move
any
on.
of them ever
Yeah.
again.
But
Yeah.
then you'd stop
Never.
talking about us.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, I think so. Absolutely. Because this has to affect people mentally. I don't care. We've all been there.
It does, Jura. And listen, I haven't spoke about my mental health problems
I know.
since I came into this community. I have very openly spoke about it, and they all know. So I don't enjoy this.
No, I know.
You don't need to worry about that. I know very well how to handle myself, and you know that.
Yep.
And Lorraine will let you speak as well. But we will answer.
Yeah, don't lie. Don't come up here lying.
I think it's to resolve it. That even, okay, nobody's looking to be best friends. That's fine. But
Oh my God, really? Well, right, we need to get her up. We need to get her up
right, do we
Can I
agree
just
that
say
there's no
something?
shouting,
no,
Can
there'll
no
I
be no
just
C
shooting.
words?
no?
No.
Can I just say something first though before she does come up?
Yeah.
So when myself and Lainey became friends, obviously my nephew, who I'd shaved my head for,
Yeah.
Lainey had sent me some gifts for him. And obviously because me and Lainey had fell out, she basically told Marie about all these gifts that were thrown in my face. They were thrown in my face. And then I had CJ telling me that Lainey was messaging her asking how my nephew was, because my nephew was in hospital COVID. It really hurt me. It really affected me because
Yeah.
she'd thrown up the gifts in my face, and then she was trying to find out how my nephew was and saying what a good thing it was that I had shaved my head for charity. And then she was going over to Rob's channel, sitting there thinking it was funny that he was calling me baldy and everything.
I mean, I've
And
went over, I'm not
egghead.
going to lie, I went over and had a look, and it's certainly not, there's happier places to be than dwelling on 3 years past.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh my
Actually,
God.
Lainey,
oh my God.
So how
I
did
would
Marie
love to
know
have a
about
chat
it
with you.
then?
Yeah, how did Marie know about the gifts? You told CJ that you were told Marie about them.
Well, was there not something said publicly about it?
Marie threw them up in my face. You spoke to Lainey, and Lainey said, well, actually, I told Marie about those gifts. I
Well,
was upset about I said,
certainly couldn't have been me. I don't talk to Marie.
yeah.
So how did Marie know about it to comment about it, Lainey?
Did Lainey not say to you that
I can't remember.
it was not Marie's fault, that it was her fault because she had told, oh my God, Lainey, I swear to
That
God,
rings a bell.
this is why I have concerns. I really do have concerns.
Right, Lainey, you've went through probably one of the most
Sorry to hear that, Kels.
saddest things that can happen to anyone,
Oh,
right? You've lost your husband,
yeah, sorry.
and we
to
are
hear
all
that,
sorry.
darling.
And all I
gonna
can
be
say,
written.
Lainey, you would be welcomed, and so would Nitty. These girls here want to move on, right? And we are a tight team and a
Yeah,
supportive team.
yeah. And you've
And
all
we have a
been,
bit of crack,
yeah,
but we also are there to support and back you when you need it.
yeah. And that's
And
what
I
you've all
know,
been.
yeah,
You've all been amazing. Do you know what I mean? You've all
yeah.
been
I mean,
so
the shit,
lovely.
we've all went through shit on YouTube, right? Dorothy, Sagacious, me, not me, not really, no, I can't say me, but I've watched my friends go through it, and it's been pretty brutal. Now, Sometimes you just have to hold your hands up and say, look, no more. I've got to move on here and accept that, okay, you won't be best friends, or maybe you will. It doesn't really matter. But when real life is affected and it goes into your real life, it is not good to sit and listen to the same old
No,
shit
it's
day in,
repetitive.
day out. It's not good.
It's repetitive.
Yeah.
Do you
They
know?
have
Do you know?
admitted for
Do you
what
know
they
how
have.
I feel?
Yeah.
Do you know what it feels like? I feel like I've got an elastic band
Yeah.
around my waist, and every time I try to pull away, they pull me back.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. I just feel like I cannot be freed
You
from them.
want to move on,
Yeah.
do your Poundland hauls, your B&M, and talk about your life. I love you in the car driving. I listen to them and I really enjoy them.
Oh, thank
And I know
you.
other people do.
Going to let her on. Are you coming on or what? Stop
I've
making
dropped the link.
threats.
Honest
Stop
to
making
God.
threats. Just
That's
come
okay,
on and
Leonie.
have your say.
Right, there's been lies told on both sides. We get that, right? Proof, we don't need to see the proof
Thank
because
you,
what's
Barty.
going to happen? But what did happen last night on a live stream, because somebody would not stop on another creator, this back and forth, back and forth. She got served a restraining order. Is this what
Yeah.
it's going to end up as?
I'm
Wow.
already on the road with two
Yeah,
of them, I'm
Wow.
telling you.
yeah,
I
I'm
have.
sure you are.
I'm in the middle. I've got police involved.
Yeah,
No, I'm
because
not
it can
talking
only.
police. I'm talking
Yeah,
legally.
yeah.
Yeah.
Police don't do anything.
No, they don't,
No.
because
Too hard to prove, Dorothy. I had the police in my house when a woman had made a video. I had the video saying she was going to come to my door and throw acid in my face. And I
Mm.
was told there was nothing they could do.
I know it's unbelievable. What they do say to you is just get off the internet. So what you have to do is go get a solicitor,
Yes,
pay out,
that's the
and it's
road
not a
I'm going
while.
down.
It's not a sum of money that you couldn't get raised,
No,
right? It's not.
no.
Right, we're in the UK. If
Remember, we've got legal aid in
Yeah,
Scotland.
that's right.
Mm.
Plus, if the person that's doing this to you is either in the UK or Scotland or Northern Ireland, it's a lot easier.
Yeah.
Yes. I
Now,
actually didn't realise how easy it was, Dura,
and
until a couple of weeks ago. And
well, yeah,
unfortunately, two of
Hi,
them
Kim.
have it's called sustained harassment.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it's called. Now, she might be sitting there thinking, well, I've got nothing that she can take.
Oh,
That's not true. That's not
it's
true.
not even about that. Dorothy and myself done a show back in the beginning of December from our other community. One
Hmm.
person had enough. She had 3 years of this behaviour,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
that was it. So she went to a solicitor and she got all her evidence together, all her screenshots, all her recordings, everything. Even though she gave back as good as she got, but she was the one that held up her hand and said, look, I want this to stop. Please leave me alone. Right? Which you
Yep.
girls are saying now.
I
Leave
can
me alone.
prove I can prove for a
Yeah,
year I
yeah,
didn't go near this woman.
yeah,
The other woman has not got a hope in hell because she's actually done real life things that
yeah,
I know. But the one in Birmingham, I can prove for a year that I didn't go near, and I have got every tweet,
yeah,
every message that she put daily, right?
Hmm.
And the thing is, Jura, she lives with her mother and her father.
yeah.
So it's them, it's their
Awful.
assets she needs to worry about.
It's not
Because it
even
was
the
done on
assets.
his
Yeah,
Wi-Fi.
yeah.
It was done on his Wi-Fi, and I can show that I tried to get him to get her to stop.
Yeah.
You're going down a road here with me
I
because
think
I've
what it
had
what it
enough.
does come to, this particular YouTuber was brought to court by the other YouTuber, and it was in the UK, and she was presented with the order, and she did not contest because, first of all, she couldn't contest it, right?
You're a
Because
sorry,
Oh, here
Judah.
we go. Lainey, you've caused me pain. You've really upset me a lot.
Nobody has came for you. You have came for us.
Yes, you're the
And we can
one.
prove that, Lainey. We can
Do you
prove
not
that.
know how hurtful it's been for you to sit over there on his channel while he's slagging me off and calling me out or everything?
Can I just say one more
Absolutely
thing, Judah?
disgusting.
Unfortunately, right, these people are living in a false sense of security because of
but
the
they're not.
Inghams. No, but the Ingham family, right,
Hmm.
couldn't take them to court. And the reason they couldn't take them to court was because Chris Ingham would have been questioned about the allegations, right?
Yes.
I have got nothing to hide. Nothing to hide. So I don't have any problem taking anybody to court. Show my proof of what? The proof is out there. All anybody needs today is go and look under Marie's channel, Rob's channel,
Wow, Rob's
Epic's
channel as well.
channel, Anne's channel, because that's where you've been living, Lainey.
I've
And
got
all you
everything. I've
and wait a
screenshots
minute.
all.
And all you'll see is the wee cowboy emoji.
Yeah,
That's all you'll see.
or the lorry emoji. I'm not being
And
funny, Lainey. You have come for me. You went on to Rob's channel to aggravate me because you knew it would upset me. You did it out of spite, and then you've never
yeah.
shut up. Never shut up.
Everybody that you're talking
No,
to now, everybody that you're talking to, Lainey, you and I's discussed and you and I has said has been
Yeah.
vile to me, nasty to me. Donny, you're back friends with Donny after everything she's
right,
done to
JD.
me.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you, JD.
Show your
Look, Lenny,
videos ripping me
we get
apart
it.
over Kelly Bain. Kelly Bain has never been convicted of a thing.
No,
Never been convicted. You gave Kelly Bain money. I told you at the time not to do it. And you done it of your own free will. Don gave Kelly Bain money. Told Kelly Bain says, I'll pay you back. Don says, no, just get me subscribers. And I've got that screenshot. Proof of what?
But Lenny, this is the thing, right? I'm an outsider looking in, and I'm going to say this, that these people here are saying they want this stopped. They don't want to go on with this anymore.
mm-hmm.
They have left the community, right? They admit that they've done things and hurt others. And they've also been attacked themselves. And it was tit for tat, tit for tat. They want that to stop. What
Okay,
do you
Doc.
want? What do you want? What's your end game here? What do you want
Oh, she's
from these
told an
two
end
girls?
game. She's told an end game a couple of days ago in a comment when she said, "What was it about? What was it, Lorraine? That she was going to bring you down."
Yeah. 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 Oh, Lainey, honestly, do
Dorothy
you know
has
what?
gave you, Jura has gave you the link
Yeah,
to
I
tell
have
you the
listened to their
truth.
truth and I
Yeah.
have accepted it. But I also accept that you're hurt,
Thank you, Dot. Exactly.
right? But what's the end? Right, they've apologised. They've admitted to doing
Yes, good.
things.
That's it
Harry,
exactly.
I don't know what more these people want from you. I really, really don't. Do you know what then it is then? It's because they want to do it. They have no other
yeah,
content but
yeah,
you. And that's
Yes,
pretty damn sad.
yeah. It
pretty
is.
fucking sad.
Now, I'm
Yeah.
Sorry
sorry
for
it
swearing.
is. If somebody
We
came to
didn't.
me and said, I'll leave you alone, I'm not going
Oh,
near you.
thank you, and that's all I've ever said,
Yeah,
Jura. To every one of
Jesus.
them, and I've proved it, haven't I, Lorraine?
yeah.
If
We didn't talk about them for months. It was about 2 months. They were not
Yeah.
mentioned anywhere, but they
no, she's a liar.
consistently.
You're a liar. You know it's not true. Listen, Jura can mute Lorraine and I until you finish talking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No
and then
problem.
No,
I'll
they
have
won't.
more say on the
Lenny,
line.
no one will be screaming at you. No one. I promise you that. This is not the way we roll here. It's not the way we roll.
Jura, she's
Mm.
been on my panels many, many, many times.
Yes,
She knows I'm not like that. Another lie. Just another lie.
they just want, I'm sure you want to move on.
I never want to hear their names again in my
Yes.
life.
And Lenny's been through a lot.
And I supported her through
I
that,
know
Jura.
that. I
Yeah,
know
but do you
that.
know what, Jura? Do you know what? If she's going through so much, why is she doing what she's doing? Do you
Well,
know what I mean?
I would like to ask her.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It really does not make sense. She was
No, it
supposed to be
doesn't.
taking a break, supposed to be not doing
Yeah.
saying anything, but she's consistently like spouting like her reams of essay all over the place, saying what
But
she wants. And then I've bit my tongue. I really
yeah,
did bite my tongue,
yeah,
honestly, Jura. I bit my tongue with stuff that she was saying because I knew what she was going through. And then I just thought, do you know what? I've had enough of this. She's saying what she wants, and I'm not getting a say. I'm not getting to say, hold on a minute, this is, that isn't right, or that this isn't right, or whatever. I lost my temper, and
yeah.
I literally said, right, that's enough. I've had enough of your lies. I've had enough
Hi,
of this.
Weekly.
And yes, I did. I've called her a poisonous dwarf because that's what I think she is. She's poison.
I've got no empathy. I've got no
She says,
empathy.
I've got no empathy. She says, I've got no empathy. Really, sweetheart. My next door neighbour died today. Yeah. So, yes, I'm emotional. So, if I start crying
Yeah.
later, that's why my next door neighbour died. And do you know which neighbour it is? The one that Marissa posted on Twitter. His house.
You
So
see,
don't
this is
come
it.
at me.
There's things been done on both sides. Equal. This is my opinion. Only my opinion.
You're showing yourself not coming
You know,
on,
Yeah.
Lainey. You
Lenny,
really are.
I've dropped the link, and I can promise you this. I've control. I can mute. No one but shouting. I know they won't. Do you want to spend the next 3 years going over and over the same thing? Or would you like to move on?
My
Lainey, you don't know
paranoia.
her. Listen to her.
Oh,
Lainey, you know nothing about me and my feelings or how I feel. I think you're the one that lacks empathy. You are the one that lacks
um,
empathy. You're a
girls,
narcissist. You bloody gift bomb people and manipulate. Sorry, but that
girls.
you haven't
Right,
moved
Lenny.
on.
Lenny, you've moved on. Right.
No,
Yeah, of course
that's
she
Okay.
not
has.
true.
Right.
Oh my
Okay.
That's
god.
not
Do
true.
you go into chats and talk about? No, I don't want to block
Yes.
Lenny at the moment,
Yeah, she
Peach. No.
does. She does. She does go
I
Right.
into
just
So
the
you're
wanted
chat.
still
to.
you haven't moved on then.
Well, she's here, Jura, trying to
Yeah,
get you to hate
exactly.
Lorraine.
No, it's not going to happen.
What's the joke? What's the joke? You gift bombed Kelly and then started calling her a scammer, and then you gift bombed CJ and then started whinging and crying about that as well. You manipulate it. You have
All
no
I know
empathy.
is that you and I hadn't had a bad word with one another. All I know is that I was trying my best not
Yeah.
to involve you in it and to for us to keep a friendship. Then you told me to block you, and I thought maybe for the best for you, Lainey, because I knew how friendly you were with Marie.
You
And
see, yeah.
since that day, you have mentioned me over and over. You've talked
Yeah,
badly about me. You've ran me
yeah.
down, and what have I done to you to deserve that?
No, it's bad.
But you know what I think as well, and I found this: if they're friends, that's friends that bond them. If their friend is hating on a certain person, they feel they need to join in.
Yes, unfortunately, yeah.
And that's not good. Because I do believe Lainey came in here tonight. So did the other lady, Nitty. And I
Mhm.
actually believe it could be sorted out. But to keep yourself to that certain group of friends that want to continue hating on these ladies, it's not going to be,
Mm.
it's not going to be beneficial to anyone. Because I can tell you now that everyone likes them in the community. And the majority of people in the community, they've had all their own run-ins with this one, that one, and the other, and they've moved on. They maybe don't like each other, but they block each other. And it works.
Mhm.
It does work.
Yeah.
And
Honest to
Lainey,
God,
my
yeah.
name's Jur, and all I can say is I don't know you, but at one time you did like these ladies and they liked you, right? So I honestly think it's time to let it go.
I wish you would come on.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because,
It's Jura with a J,
yeah, Jur, as in
as in
crime.
Adora.
As
Because,
in what them people's going to have to face shortly.
Yeah.
because that is the way it's going to go. Because I think people get to the end of the rope and they
I'm
say,
at
right,
it.
that's it. And I've said this before, because me and Dorothy had done a live. It was about another creator. Personally, I wouldn't mess about. I would be straight to get it
Yeah.
sorted because there's only so much that people can put up with.
Oh, and one of them out of the two, I actually phoned a few nights ago. This is the one that's gave my address 4 times, gave my brother's
Yeah,
details,
Mm.
contacted my ex. I actually phoned her to try and navigate some kind of
yeah.
resolution,
And
and she just
yeah,
screamed the whole we didn't listen to a word. So I've got no other option than
I know.
legal now. Because
I know, I get that.
why would I let somebody? She actually told me that she was going to. Her goal was to bring me down. I'm not. Who would just sit and take that?
No.
No.
And I can tell you, there's so many, Lainey, I can tell you now this. There's so many channels that we belong to. And I'm not even saying that you have to go to this one, that one, or that. You've the choice. And anyone would be welcomed.
Marie's not
I can
letting her
tell you
come
that
up.
now.
Sorry.
I know, but she's
Marie will
got,
be telling her not to go on,
yeah,
won't you,
that's
Marie?
okay. But is that healthy for Lainey?
The only reason I put that back up, Lainey, was because the hypocrisy is fucking unreal. So you're
Wow.
going to get at me about a video with children's voices on one child's voice on it, but yet you're her friend who's done everything she's done to me. You know the things she's done to me. Really, Lainey?
I think it
And,
has to
and
just stop.
Nitty, wasn't it you that told me to put that video back up because she was lying about it? Well, Lainey, if she would have listened to me the other night and just let me say to her why I'd put it back up, because she was commenting that I was lying and that she'd copyrighted it. She did copyright it, but I counterclaimed it and got it back. She lied about me. No, if she would have just said,
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm asking you to show you want to move on. I think CJ has showed she wants to move on, Lainey. She didn't say
Right?
anything. She didn't react to your bestie Marie for 2 months or your bestie Anne. Come on. Like,
Lainey,
this
Right,
is
Lainey, if
Lainey,
I,
if,
pathetic.
wait a
if
minute,
Joe
wait a
removed
minute,
that,
wait a minute.
if
I
she
will
removed
take.
that video,
It
right? If she removed that video,
wouldn't change anything.
Right.
No, it wouldn't. They would never stop.
I'll tell you what,
Right,
Lenny.
hold on, no,
I'll
no,
tell you
no,
what.
no.
Wait a minute, please, please, please. I'll tell you what, Lenny. I will remove the video.
There
You
you go.
tell Anne to remove her video about that, and you tell Dawn to
Mhm.
remove the comment where she's saying what she said. They do that, I've got no problem taking it down. I
There you
had
go.
privated it. You know I'd
Mhm.
privated it. But I can't keep letting them lie, Lenny.
No, you can't.
Lainey, you're talking for Dawny, so why can't I talk for CJ? I'll do what I want. She's my friend. Okay? End of.
But it has to stop somewhere.
Yeah. Wait, look,
Because
Don't
is
you
this
CJ.
see?
all the content? It's not healthy to keep talking about two women
No, it's
and
honest to
following them
God.
around YouTube. It's not going
Dora,
to work.
Dora,
Yeah.
honestly,
It's not going to
it's
work.
tiring. It's repetitive. It's tiring. Like we've said what we needed to say, and they still can't stop. Do you know what I mean? Lainey has just got this bee in a bonnet about me.
Look, Dawn doesn't care about that video. It's only been brought up to try and make me look bad by saying that there was children in it. There's no children in it. You hear a voice. That's all you hear.
Yeah.
Yeah, you asked Marie to remove all her videos about CJ lying.
It does work both ways. It can't
Mm.
always be one-sided here.
But it is. It's 100%. And this is a problem.
I know.
That they think they've done nothing at all. And the thing is that we've been. I don't know. Listen, I look at Lorraine and I wonder how she's still standing. The abuse that she's took,
There's been a
right?
lot of
And
shit.
then I think of myself, but I know how I feel mentally, so I know that I've been scarred by it all and affected by it all. At
Mhm.
one time, I was getting abused that bad. I took the shingles.
I believe it. Yeah.
I did. I was
Yeah.
ill. I was ill.
Hold on a
Yeah.
minute. Hold on a minute. Who else has been talked about? Because I'll tell you what, every single person that we've talked about, we've done in reaction to the crap that they've come out with about us. Yeah, I've got
Listen, the whole thing.
screenshots. People think that I don't keep screenshots. Oh my God, I've got thousands of screenshots from the last 3 years.
The whole thing with Donnie. Now you commented about this the other day, Lainey, just 2 days ago or something. And I didn't even recognise what you were saying, Lainey. Dawn went to Rachel and Taz and told them personal information about me that had been said in a private group. That's how it started. Did I go live and call her all the bastards? Yes, I did. That's all I did. She has went so real life on me, it's not real. And I've got her address. I've got all her information and I've never done a thing with it.
Oh, thank you for admitting that, Lainey, that everything that I have said is in retaliation, that it isn't that I'm just a nasty bitch and I just say it because I want to. It's in retaliation. Yeah? I'm glad you've put that there, Lainey. I'm glad you agree with that what I do is in retaliation to other people's crap. Honest to God.
But
I
How
never
many
have. When
times
did
do
I
we have to
include you?
apologise?
When did I include you in my argument? This is why you should come on.
yeah,
I
I
don't
actually
care.
think,
Do you know what? I'm tired. I'm like, do you know
yeah,
what I mean? I'm not
you're
looking
just,
at you in inverted commas, Lainey. I just
yeah,
look at your drivel
yeah.
and it
Hey,
annoys me.
Kenny.
Oh, Kenny sliding in.
He slides in everywhere.
Hi, Kenny.
I think, if there's 10 or 15 people going over the same shite day in, day out, that something happened 3 years ago and bringing up things that is long forgotten.
So are you, Lainey. Sorry, but you are. You're nasty. You said some vile things, Lainey. I'm sorry, but I've
I
got
would
it.
say everybody has said
Yeah.
vile things to each other.
Have I got
Let's be
angry?
clear here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you have.
Yeah,
It's true.
I've got angry. I've got upset. I've been frustrated. Like I'm sick to death of apologizing to people. I've apologized yesterday for the dementia comment. Okay, it wasn't meant as a dig at
Oh, I knew you'd
Anonymous.
fucking appear.
Oh, here we go. Oh,
Oh,
here's
who's this?
this is a snowflake. I told her to go chill with a bottle of wine somewhere because she was doing my head in, and she took that I was calling her an alcoholic. So
Right.
majority of the world that sit and have a bottle of wine or whatever at night
What
are
about
alcoholics.
Jesus, Lainey? Are you saying I've done something in the past few months? Is that what you're saying? Can you please clarify what I've done in the past few months?
You haven't done anything in the last few minutes. It's these
No.
idiots
I'm
who's
looking on
putting
a
it
fake
on.
account, Mel. Don't you worry about that. I'll tell you about Miss Dolly, Jura.
You can see you on StreamYard, Dolly.
Miss Dolly and I were very, very close friends.
Right.
Um, I loved Mel.
Hmm.
There's not one person that can say they ever heard me run Mel down or talk about Mel.
No.
It's just so
I
sad.
adored her, right? We
Hmm.
would phone one another. Now, I'm a type of person. Well, I just like you to clarify it. That's all, Lainey, because that's why you should have came on because it's hard to interpret chat sometimes. Um,
Hold on.
Mel, Mel
CJ.
and I, Mel and I had a relationship where we didn't talk all the time, but when we did talk, it would be for hours and hours, and
Mm,
she was a great support to me. She was one of the very few people that I trusted 100%, and you need that when you're on YouTube
Yeah,
because you find out very quickly that 99% of people you can't trust,
I agree. Yeah,
right? So I adored her, and I loved her friendship. She was like that way when you've got that kind of shoulder to go
yeah,
to when things are bad, right?
yep,
We had fallouts. I know why I think we had fallouts, because sometimes I'm not great at communicating and I go into myself. I've got anxiety and things like
yeah,
that. And it would upset Mel. But we always spoke about it, and I told her it was nothing to do with her. It was all me. It was my personality. It was just the way I was, right? I'm not, I'm not one to reach out. Really, people need to kind of reach out to me because I've always been like that. I don't like putting myself on people. Do you know that way? Like I was always aware she had her family and her husband, and I didn't want to be harassed. Anyway, just before, uh, when did it all happen? I can't even remember, but not that long ago. Um, we'd spoken, and then there was 13 days went by that I didn't contact her. No, I was having a lot of hassle at the time. That my ex partner had been contacted, and he'd get the police to my mum and dad's door. And my mum and dad had been on holiday, and it was my daughter that had to deal with it. He then sent lawyers' letters to my parents' home. So there was a lot of upset, and there
yeah,
was a lot of stuff going on, right? And I didn't realise at that time that there was stuff going on with Mel as well. She did send me a message that I didn't see. At the end of the 13 days, Mel, there's a channel on YouTube that bullies Lorraine and I. It has done for over a year, nearly a year and a
mhm.
half. Fat shames, all the rest of it.
right,
And
okay.
Mel went under that channel that she knows was giving me nothing but, a lot of stress, and left a comment ripping me to bits, saying I was never a friend and all the rest of it. I went to Mel privately. which is unusual. Like, this is where I've learned. Usually, I would have went live and ranted and raved, but
Yeah.
I have learned, right. So I went to her privately on Twitter. We had a long conversation privately. I even apologised. I was like, "I'm sorry if you feel I've let you down," but she kept saying I wasn't a friend.
Yeah.
But I thought we'd sorted it out at the end of that conversation. A day later, she went back under Apex and again ripped me to bits. Since then, it's been constant. Anywhere there's anybody hating me, she's
Mhm.
there saying I'm evil, I'm bad, I'm all this. Right now, have I lied to anything? No, you did. You said I wasn't your friend. What? You can you put that last one back up, Jura?
Which one was that? This one here?
You were talking to other people, then you messaged me
Oh,
saying our friendship is over.
oh,
That's not what happened that time. That's not what happened. And I said this to Lorraine. I didn't. Lorraine, can you confirm it was you and Nancy that would phone me at that
Yeah.
time?
Yeah, there was a lot of times we couldn't get you because
Couldn't
you
get me.
weren't
I
well.
didn't want to talk. My anxiety was
Mm.
through the roof.
I get it.
Yeah.
I know what it's like. Yeah.
Right?
Night on. Who's going? Sorry.
Oh,
Um.
no,
I only
replay crew.
blocked
John's
you.
not going.
I only
Replay crew.
blocked you after you went to Epic Smell. That's when I blocked you because I couldn't believe it. I couldn't
Thank you,
believe it.
John.
And I'm not angry, Ramel. I'm hurt. I'm just hurt. And
Yeah.
it's such a shame that she doesn't think our friendship was real. Such a shame because it was real. I'd told all my family she was coming. She was meant to be coming to see me in February, and I told all my family about it. They all,
Yeah.
she spoke to my mum. I, I told my dad about her. Our friendship was real. Whatever you think about me now, I'm telling you, you were wrong.
You loved the friendship that you had with her.
I did. I did.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But
I
to
just
me
wanted
now,
to.
Miss Dolly, that is definitely something that can be easily sorted out. And I'm being honest.
You know our friendship was real, Lainey. You know our friendship was real.
Yeah.
I've tried so hard, Lorraine, haven't I?
Yeah.
I've tried so hard to keep us, you and I, out of all the crap. But
Mhm.
everything that I've seen you say since we stopped talking, Lainey, it wasn't me that wasn't having a real friendship.
Would Does Dolly miss the friendship she has with you, CJ? Lainey, do you miss your friendship? And
But
be honest.
how can they though when they talk about me the way they talk about me,
Yeah.
Jura?
I get that.
And why Rob's? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Did they do it because they knew they were hurt and wanted?
No, I'm the first person to say that, Jura, right? And I said it to Mel many, many, many times. I know I wasn't
What? Hold
great.
on a minute. Hold on a minute. Just address what she's just said there. When I made my peace with you, CJ, Laurie tried to get me to stop my friendship, and you know that.
That's but we weren't. Lorraine and I weren't talking
I
at the
was
time.
concerned. I was concerned because obviously Lainey and CJ had such a bad breakup back then. That's why I was concerned. I was just like, and it was Marie that had showed more concern. And I just like, well, just if you want to be friends with CJ, just just
Look,
be
I
careful because
understand.
obviously the friendship had ended so badly
I
before, and I
understand.
was just concerned.
Well, we weren't. Look, we weren't talking.
Yeah, exactly. And I was just looking out for Lainey, and I think Lainey seems to think that our friendship hadn't been real. When I got back in contact with her, I I appreciated it. Do you know what I mean? I appreciated the apologies. But the whole thing with the setup with staff and everything, with the Ronnie Biggs and John and all this shit, that had absolutely nothing to do with me. And you know that, Lainey. You took her side over mine, and that really, really hurt. And then I found out that you'd been talking about me, saying that you thought it was me and not Steph. That's what hurt. And you told us to block you. You told me and Barky to block you. And that's what I did, because I just couldn't handle it anymore. I thought we were friends, and you just basically thrown it back in my face. Dolly, you said things about me way before I said anything about the wine. You were really, really nasty to me. I blocked you because you were friends with Marie. That was the only reason. I was protecting myself.
Can I just say that what Mel's saying there?
Oh my God, V, can you have a word with her about that? Did you not say to me that she had told Marie about the presents?
Look, I'm not getting the blame of this shit, right?
Yeah.
Marie commented about the presents.
Yeah,
Have you got that screenshot?
somewhere. But she did. She threw it up in my face. Threw it up
So you
in my
need to
face.
sting me, Marie, about that, Lainey.
Yeah. But
Now,
did
can I
but
just?
did not can sorry did Lainey not say to you, well, you can't blame you can't blame Marie because I told Marie?
I, I can't remember, Lorraine. Sounds. It must have been Marie.
Yeah.
Well, how did Marie comment about it, Lainey? You need to find that screenshot.
Oh well.
Well, can we agree that Marie didn't get told that for me? Because I don't talk to Marie.
No, Lainey
Yeah.
told you that she had told Marie.
Did I? Do you know what? I'll look through my screenshot. I'll look
Yeah.
through my WhatsApp.
Look through your conversation with Lainey, because I'm sure that was
Right.
what was said.
What we know for a fact is that the presents were brought up by Marie,
Right.
and that. What else? What else can be said about it?
Yeah.
I have told Marie about it because I was saying how generous Lainey was. But you told CJ, Lainey, that you had said to Marie how hurt you were about everything. And that's why Marie had thrown up the presents, because we'd fell out and you were pissed off.
Did I show you a screenshot of that?
I can't remember if you did or not. I'll have to have a look.
Right.
I'll have to have a look.
Can I get back to Mel for a wee minute?
Yeah.
Are you okay, Jura? Are you?
No,
getting
I'm here.
tired?
Look,
I just
this is
feel
an
like
early. Here, look. This is an early night for me, and I'm glad that we're having this conversation. I really am.
Well, I just wanted to say that Mel did. I did know that.
Yes, I did tell Marie when me and Marie were friends, saying how lovely it was that you'd sent a present. But you told CJ, obviously, when Marie threw it up, you said, "Well, you can't blame Marie because I told her."
Right.
That is what was said. I'm sorry, but that is what I've been told.
Right. So Lainey is saying what? Lainey is saying that she
She's saying that
didn't.
she never said that to
She
you.
didn't
Oh
want
my
anything
God.
said about the presents, right? So
Well,
then,
I'm gonna have a look through my
Lainey,
screenshots.
you need to tell Marie not to mention that again. The same way as Marissa tells me that she doesn't want Marie to cast up the things that Marissa done for me, but Marie just does it anyway. Because that's Marie.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes, Lainey. I've just said that. But then when Marie threw it up, you told CJ that you can't blame Marie for it because you had gone to Marie about the presents. That you were upset that we fell out and that you had bought us
That
presents.
does ring a bell, to be fair.
Yeah. Oh my fucking God, I swear
She
to God.
put it under
No
a
wonder I've got concerns.
anyway. I just want to
Honestly.
say that
I'm
oh,
sure
my
somewhere
brain's fucking fried.
that between not everyone, okay, not everyone's going to be best friends, right? But I think there could be some amends made, even small ones. You've both
Jura,
No,
Jura,
we
known
just want to move on.
you
Jura.
want to
There
move
is only
on.
a few people.
Yeah,
There is only a couple of
See,
people.
there she goes again.
Oh,
Lorraine pedalising, and you get flat tyres. Is that your little clever way of trying to be putting out some little crafty little sneaky quote and threaten me with my flat, threaten to get my tyres done? So that's where it comes across to me. Sorry.
there's only a few people that I wouldn't happily move
no,
on
I
with,
get that.
that I would have back on the
Yeah,
channel, that I would
yeah,
love to see
of course you would.
interacting with the new
Yeah,
people and all
yeah.
that. And I know would love it, that would enjoy it, and
Hmm.
that they've got a lot to offer to our community, right?
And there's a lot of
Um,
Irish there in your channel,
Yeah.
yep,
American, all around the world,
yeah.
Okay.
UK.
Right, Lainey, this is your problem. You say things, you do things, then you forget what you've said. And this is the problem.
Right, Nitty.
Nettie, you're not a bad person.
Nitty seems quite, yeah,
You you
reasonable here.
you had my respect for a long, 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 long time. I came to you for
Oh, now
advice.
I'm silly. Now I'm silly because I don't
Um,
understand her paradox, whatever.
Jude Jude has been a great support to me, and I can't thank her enough. And what I like about Jude is Jude stays straight down the line,
Mm-hmm.
straight down the line. She'll tell
Yeah.
me if I
Yeah,
fuck up,
yeah. And that's what you need.
Yeah.
but she
But I think we're
also
all, yeah, yeah, and say that you're doing all right.
aye,
And from what I can gather, you both have had to say, look,
Mm.
we've done a lot of shit here and there. We've had a lot of shit
Oh.
done to us, but we just want to move on here.
that's right.
Lainey,
Mel's
Lainey, honest
Island
to
as
God.
well.
That's
Judah.
okay, Leonie. Have an excellent memory. But
No,
where's it
she
going to
doesn't
get
know.
you?
She's forgetting shit that she said. She said loads of stuff. And she's forgetting what she said. You tell a lie and you need memory, good memory. Sweetheart, I have not told any lies here. I know what was said, right? I know what I've been told.
I think
Don't twist things.
I'm looking on here tonight, and I've come in as somebody that doesn't have a clue, and I've learned so much,
I know,
and I'm
honestly,
definitely going to be
Dora, our
following this.
community is so like,
Yep,
this is why we wanted away
but
from it. It
I
was just so
also see
toxic.
people that had actually really good friendships that have
Yeah.
been broken up, and that's sad.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes we do fall out, but you know,
No, I'm not, Dolly.
we
At the
can
end of the day,
coexist.
hold on. Sorry, Jora.
Sorry, no, you're right,
Dolly.
love.
Sorry, right, Dolly. I told you to go chill with a bottle of wine because you really were sort of aggravating me at the time. It was nothing to do with you being an alcoholic. How, man, you were the one that took it as that. You're the one that's took it as that, not me. I didn't say, oh, you're an alcoholic, go and drink a bottle of wine. That's silly, Dolly. That's just your perception of what I've said. There's lots of people that I know have a bottle of wine at night. Doesn't make them an alcoholic, sweetheart.
Could not, no. Bottle of vodka, some people.
Lainey, I'm not being funny. I've just told you that my next door neighbour was found dead today. And I had
Oh,
to go in.
Kenny.
I had to go in and confirm for my neighbour that he had actually passed away. So yes, I am agitated, Lainey. And you're lying.
Kenny, I'm really
That's
sorry to
what's
hear that.
agitating me.
Oh, Kenny.
And I don't blame you, Kenny. I really don't.
And you
No,
know, you're right. The YouTube streets are fucking brutal. Let's
they
be
are.
honest.
They are. The amount of
And
times I've wanted to walk away, and I'm that stubborn because I'm like, well, why should why should I move away? Why should I leave? Why
No,
should I
and
leave
I'm
YouTube
gonna
something
say
that I
no
enjoy
one, no
because they
one.
sing?
No, you shouldn't. Nobody should. Everyone has a right to be on here. And I've said the same to Sagacious. You have a right to be on here. Everyone has a place. Block who you don't like, right? Block,
Mm-hmm.
block, block, so you don't see them.
Mm-hmm.
Can the
And
ones
just
that are
ignore.
watching now
Yeah,
from the old community, right?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe not the not no, that's too general. The ones that are watching now that are in this gang or group or whatever it is to destroy me and Lorraine.
they're not
Do
going
you
to.
ever stop for a wee minute and think? I know there's a couple of yous that went, but did the rest of yous never stop and think how great it would be if everybody just got on? How great it would be if I'm not saying everybody has to be best friends or even talk to one
No,
another, but how great it would be if you could be a part of the community, be a and go wherever you want. Come on to Jurors, go to Dorothy's,
Yeah,
go to
mm,
Granny's, go to Natasha Cook wherever you want.
yep, definitely.
Dolly, I just want to say that if that's how you took it, I am sorry that that is not how it was meant, and it wasn't. I'm sorry that you took it that way. I really am. You'd pissed me off. You'd said a lot of hurtful things to me too.
And it would be
You
great
know,
that everybody can enjoy. And if
I
you
didn't.
don't like each
Yeah,
other, stay the fuck away.
I
That's
didn't want
okay
to have
too.
to. Yeah, I didn't want to have to block Dolly, but I just thought protecting myself because she was friends with Marie. I just thought, well, I'm going to protect myself here because I want nothing to do
Well, I
with
think you're
Marie.
starting to realise it's not going to work,
No,
right? I'm not saying anyone in this chat. I'm not.
yeah,
Honestly, I'm not. But it's not going to work.
no.
This back and forth, it just really isn't going to work. Let me tell
Lainey, I'll
you.
tell you what came first. I'll tell you what came first, sweetheart, was you attacking me because I told people about Chris sleeping with the girl. Yeah, that's what came first, sweetheart. You attacking me.
This reminds me of the other community, and it was to do with
Mm.
a murdered pregnant woman and her two little children. Right now, you would not believe the
Oh yeah,
shit.
I know. Yeah,
What's
the
what's
what?
island?
Yeah,
What's island? Right?
yeah.
You had for and against, and oh my god, 3.5 years later, they're still going hard.
Oh,
Um, and that is brain frying. And the
it is.
amount of people that have got hurt, have got doxed, have got this done to them, that done to them, drag out fights, restraining orders, you name it, it's been done. What
Yeah.
for?
Mm.
What the fuck for?
Hold on a minute, Lainey. There were people in our little friendship group that were
Well,
calling
I need the
Haley
bathroom
a
again. You
liar.
girls must have bladders of steel.
Mm,
Are you drinking tea or
I
drinking
Yes,
don't
wine?
probably. I'll be needing the toilet. I didn't break a promise. I did what I thought was the right thing to do to stop the ladies from calling Haley a liar. Right? As I've said earlier, I've done things and said things that, yes, I'm ashamed of and I'm sorry for. So I don't need, not that it's got anything to do with you, Lainey, sweetheart, what I did, right? You had to go at me. That's what it was down to. You did not like it because I told the other ladies. And that actually hurt the other ladies because they thought, well, hold on a minute, do you not trust us, Lainey? Do you know what I mean?
Well, Nettie, I think it can be moved on. There's some people that don't want to move on, and that's grand. That's fine. But
Hold on, Lainey. What have I just said? What have I just said? What have I just said? I, I'm, I'm,
Oh,
I'm worrying about your hearing now as well, darling. I've just said I said things and done things, right? At the end of the day, it all comes down to you didn't like the fact that I had opened up what Chris had actually done. Right? So have I, Lainey. Oh my God. And I've also got the conversation of when you and me started talking again. When you apologised and you understood why I told the girls. So, do you know what I mean? Oh, fucking hell. This is what I have to deal with. People bringing up old crap that I
Right,
have
can I ask
apologised
something?
for.
Where is the Inghams and all this? Where are they?
Oh,
Everybody's fighting. This is
Yeah.
all it started
Oh, they're getting
from
on.
this.
They're getting on with their new big house. They've had a new big house since then. Their marble palace.
Right. And
You know what I mean?
and how have they've made their money through social media?
YouTube, Julia.
YouTube.
Can I just remind
Wow.
people? Can I just remind people that Jura invited me up here tonight to
She
talk
did, I
about
did.
my story? Yeah.
And I'm so glad that
So
you did.
Lainey's saying I'm not coming up tonight because Lorraine's on. Hold on a minute, tough because it's my night. Yeah, it's my night. And at the end of the day, you're coming out with stuff from the past. Me and CJ moved on 2 months ago, and you
Yeah.
still drag up old crap. I'm not living the rest of my life being punished for stuff I did back then. Yeah? Lainey, you did shit too, sweetheart. Yeah? You found out Rachel's address and you gave it to Jane Ingham, who then funnily and unfortunately enough posted it on my channel in a comment and on the actual channel that she posted it from.
Julia, we would
Yeah.
need a 2-week special to really discuss the Inghams.
I think you would. Because now I'm going to be honest. I am going to be looking into this just to see what the hell is.
Well, look at my channel then, because there's lots.
I will.
Well, there's lots about the money. Well, there was. I'm not sure how much there is.
And I have no idea how one family. No, well, I do actually. What am I talking about? I mean the Watts. But this family has created so much on here, and they're living the good life, the best
Yeah.
life they have, and people over here ripping each other apart.
Wow.
What for?
Sorry, Lainey. Sorry, Lainey. Stop. I have oh my God, honest to God. I'm gonna lose my shit in a minute. Lainey, I've got the proof. Knitting Aura, like Knitting, Madam Butterfly, and Real Inghams have seen the proof of you getting the address. You admitting you gave it to Sarah and you had given it to Jane. And Jane put it on a thingy. Dolly, do you want to read the title of this live? Do you want to read the title of this live? This is about me. Sorry, CJ, but this live was my live.
Do you want me to come off?
No. But people are saying, "Oh, you're talking over CJ."
No, nobody's talking over anybody.
No, at the end of the day, this was my live. No, actually, Lainey, Real Inghams know that it was you. They know it was you. I have.
Well, wait a minute. Nitty's here. Nitty, you must know the truth about that. Can you confirm it one way or another?
Do you want me to post the screenshots, Lainey?
No, all I remember is Rachel put a video up that had a medicine and a prescription on it, and her address was clearly shown.
Yeah, I tried to screenshot it. I couldn't get a clear view. Lainey managed to get a clear view of the address. Got the address, went on to Google search and took pictures off Google Images and sent me the images. So, Lainey, you need to go back through your actual messages with me because the proof is all there. The proof is all there. And then you said, I've given it to Sarah.
And can I just say that Kels is actually spot on with what Kels has said. The Inghams juror were taken off. They got to 1 million subscribers and they were flying, right? Getting big sponsorships, making a fortune. Then the allegations came out.
Hmm.
How many years ago, guys? 3. And it came to a halt. Now they've not grown in subscribers in 3 years. They lost all their sponsorships. Nobody will touch them these days. Their
Yeah.
views, they used to get 200, 300,000 views a video. Now
Oh,
they get maybe 40, 50,000
all right.
on
Still not.
Yeah,
average.
Well, yeah.
yeah, that's true. It was. Lainey got it. I've got the screenshots from our conversation, Lainey.
So there was damage done to them, Jura. That's what I'm trying to say, you
Yeah.
know.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Was I trying to get it too? Yes. But you were the one that gave it to Sarah. I've got that. I've got you admitting that. Just stop it. Honest to God. See, look, they just don't let. They just don't let like things like we moved on. We jumped
Yeah.
we jumped off this
Right.
island like 2
User
months
off
ago.
Ingham Island. You don't want
Yeah,
to go back.
they keep pulling us
Wait,
back.
wait a minute. Sorry guys, I'm eating cheese.
Yeah, so have I,
I'm
Lainey.
not
So
saying,
have
I'm
I.
not, wait a wee minute, Lorrie. I'm not off Ingham Island. If the Ingham's done something
Yeah.
tomorrow, I would cover it.
Definitely. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to ask you next, country.
Mhm.
Oh,
Um,
right. Do you know what? I'm going to be posting them screenshots saying if
do
you don't
you
stop admitting it.
ever think of doing like a recap
Yes.
of the? I would love that.
I
I
was
would
going
love
to
that.
do, I was going to do a, like, introducing the Inghams and meet the Inghams.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
The only
Yes.
reason I've
Yes.
not done it, Jura, is because of the backlash I knew I would get.
No, but
Because they'll say that I stopped talking about the Inghams and now I'm talking about the Inghams.
you
And
can talk whoever you want about. It's your
you're
channel.
right. And that
Yeah,
is the way I should look at it.
it is, and it's the way you have to look at it
Because I
because
think my new audience would find that very interesting.
oh, they would. I mean, you and I'm from Northern Ireland, and I had never heard of these people, but now I hear you talking about them, and I'm going to go and look at your videos, and I can tell you, people love that sort of stuff. They do.
Yes.
Skipper
They maybe don't want
Doodah,
to
why
go.
didn't you come in your real name, darling? Yeah.
It's,
Lainey, I did not tell Real Inghams that you had a fake account. I said Jane Ingham had a fake account and passed it on. It's not a lie. Okay? You were the one that got the address off the prescription. You gave it to me. I had given it to Jane, and so did you, and you gave it to Sarah Ingham.
Well,
Telling you
me,
now.
Kels, I
Mel,
get
can
what
I
you're
ask you
saying. Yeah,
something?
they might go after her, but really, I'm going to tell you, um, country has oh, a lot of support.
Yeah.
And I
It does.
think you've only seen the fringes around that community. Not yous, but the other,
Yeah.
I've seen the fringes and they can fight hard. When they all can fight hard.
Hmm.
And I actually think it would be a wee change as well. I know for a fact I would enjoy it and no Sagacious would enjoy
Well, it's something I know a lot about, Jura, and I
it.
would feel confident in talking
Talking
about.
about it.
You
Yeah.
know, I mean, Kels, I don't understand what you're saying, sweetheart. But there would be no harm in doing a one-off. It's not going to change anything for the Inghams at this
Look,
moment in time, you know.
you know,
Mm.
But yeah, like I don't know,
you'll
but
think about it.
I have thought about it. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm
You
not saying
gave
that you
it to
have to do
Jane
it
as well. You
continually,
both
but
did, Lainey. Stop it.
No, well, it would be a
Stop
kind of
it.
it would you know what? That's what I've done for 3 years. That's what I
it
did
is.
was talk about the
Yeah.
Inghams. So it would be kind of showing where I came from, you know.
Yes. And I think that wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah.
And you'll get us all bloody hooked on them. No, 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 no. I have a fair idea what they're like. I have a fair idea.
Mm.
I actually thought it was the family. It had the 21 kids. Is it the
Oh,
Radcliffes?
the Radfords.
Ra- I thought, could that husband really have been doing all this? But I'm glad now it wasn't him.
Well,
No,
to
it
be
wasn't them.
completely honest, I don't agree with what he did. She was only 13. How old was he?
Oh, yeah, I know.
Wow, but they've been together how
Yeah.
long?
Yeah.
She had her first baby at 13.
Mm.
No.
No,
What's
she
the,
I
was
didn't. She
13 when
did.
they met.
No, look back. I think she had her
wow.
first baby. Just Google that if you can. Oh, that's a rabbit hole.
Oh,
Oh,
Miss
Well,
Molly, you'd love for me and CJ to fall out because you caused that many arguments between me and CJ before we got rid of you, sweetheart. Yeah? Go away, Skippy.
oh, is Miss Molly the Australian?
Yes. Yeah.
I think John's gave up.
No, John. Oh, right. She was 13 and he was 18.
Yeah.
So
Sad. I
maybe,
mean, that's not great. But I think because they've stayed together and
yes,
had all
I
those.
think you're right. You're right. And you know what? I have to say this. They've raised 21 of them,
Mhm.
and they're 21 very, seem to be very good adults.
Aye.
And
The thing is, Gerard, you know yourself. I mean, if you go back years
I
and
know,
years and
I
years,
know that.
women of that age were getting, well, not commonly, but it did happen.
Oh, Lenny says he was 22. Or they have 22 children. Or he was 22.
No, they've got 22 children.
Uh-oh.
Well, you know something, and they've done pretty well.
Okay, Miss Molly.
But I think it has to stop somewhere. I know I keep saying
Mm,
that. This back and forth.
Too many fake accounts, Gerard.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, God, adults.
yeah.
Well, I can tell you, I know one person admit it to me in a chat one night. 50.
Oh my God.
50 adults. And I thought, how could you even control that?
And it wasn't sent, sorry, can I just, it
Yeah,
wasn't
go ahead.
sent to Jane for her to post publicly. That was not what it was for. It was for her, because apparently they had this, what do we call it? Police or solicitors or whatever. That's why it was given to Jane. But she'd given it to Sarah. She was the one that got the address.
No, I understand,
Belongs to
Kels. I
Jane.
do. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, I get that too, Kels.
Mm,
But you know,
Hang on a minute.
your channel can't all be about neck either.
Natasha? No.
Because really.
I don't want
Um,
to go from one pigeonhole to another one, you know?
no, you're right, you're right. Ariana, Ariana,
Hi,
hello.
Ariana. Although
Hi,
I've got a good one
Ariana,
coming up
darling.
to her.
What, love?
My next song is a duet with
Oh,
Natasha and Molly Golightly.
no way. Here, why do you not go the Molly Golightly?
I'm going to.
You're going to have to. You have to. It's a shit show.
She's nuts.
She is nuts. I mean, you know what she did. Now she was in Watts Island, and it was like a car crash, and she done wife swap. There's so much
Oh, I
on
have seen
YouTube.
that.
Yeah, like
That was
just
another idea I had, but I'm not going to that. Keep it a surprise.
I'll keep it. No, their own. Yeah, I think everybody at the minute is still really focused on her out in Tennessee and all that shit.
Mm. Lorraine, did
Mm-hmm.
you not say it was Lainey that sent the screenshot to Jane?
I know I did.
Oh, okay.
I know I did, but I didn't send it to her to put on thingy, but she gave it to her. Lainey gave it to her. Look, at the end of the day, Lainey was the one that procured it from her prescription and then went on to Google search. All these people trying to make me and you out to be these bad people. What? You bloody liar. You absolute liar. Wow, wow, wow.
Now, who's Jane? Is Jane one of the
Sorry,
daughters?
I'm really getting annoyed now because she's lying.
What about that there that's just been said?
Yeah, that she's said that she's never spoke to Sarah.
I
Wow.
didn't think she had spoke to Sarah
Yeah,
to
she
be.
has spoken to Sarah. Wow.
But at this moment, oh, right. Jane is Chris's mum, right? So you're
The
not
problem is,
interested,
Stuart, is that Jane Ingham, uh, um, when the allegations came out, right, about Chris,
right? Okay,
Jane Ingham and Sarah Ingham, his wife, and Sarah Ingham's sister,
right.
uh, were trolling people,
Mm,
including the girls that were making the allegations, right? They said
yeah.
terrible things to the girls and on fake accounts and whatnot, but one by one, the fake accounts kind of get found out.
Hmm.
Um,
Ah,
like Jane Ingham would promise that she would get their fans to troll for them and promise them like merchandise, like hoodies and
ah.
backpacks and things like that. So she was very problematic. Uh, the mother, which listen, and you can say that any mother would fight for their kid. I understand that. I'm just telling you what happened.
Yeah.
Um,
Do you think it's because it's like in the Watts, some people got in contact and had a relationship with the parents of the victim and also of the murderer's family, and emotions got all caught up into all this?
yes,
That didn't help, did it?
definitely.
Welcome back, darling.
I think when you can have friendships and it involves grannies and grandads and mums and dads, it's
Mm.
really, people do get emotional and they can't let go of their emotions.
It really was very emotional, and
Yeah,
there was
I get that.
there was a lot of people trying to get justice, and a lot of people trying to stop that. And
Oh, hold a minute. Sorry, Lainey. Lainey, I did used to speak to Sarah. I have all the proof. I used to
listen, I'm
speak to
sorry.
Sarah.
No, no, wait a wee minute. Right, there's somebody just came in called Ella Taylor. Now, before I block her,
Hmm.
this person here accused me of being a sex trafficker of children, a
Yeah,
paedophile,
disgusting.
and she's
Disgusting.
going to
She's
say
gone.
CJ spoke to Chris. Well, hang on a minute, just before I block you, Ella, because you are absolutely vile. Somebody else has blocked him, I think. Have they?
Yep, that was me.
Thank you, hun. Yeah.
I'm looking for these
Oh my God.
Um. Yes, I did. I'll tell you what happened
through
exactly.
these
Thanks for bringing it
screens.
up, Ella, because it's actually quite interesting. So I started YouTube in 2018, and I'd actually been a fan of the Inghams,
Hmm.
Jura. Like I watched them
Yeah,
every day. I started feeling a bit uneasy about Chris. And I used to say to myself, don't be stupid. Like, you're talking crazy to yourself. Then the allegations came out, and I was disgusted. And I started making videos. I got in with people on Twitter who were fighting the same fight, and that carried on. Then, after a long period of time, one day the Inghams put a video up where their daughter was getting bullied at school, and it was all because they were saying it was because of things that people were seeing online that was causing this young girl to get bullied. Plus, I'd been told that Chris was suicidal, that he
oh,
was saying he was going to kill himself, and I just thought I don't want any part of that. Like, I don't want to be the reason a wee girl's getting bullied. I don't want to be a
yeah.
reason somebody kills themselves. So I made I made a video saying that it was time to stop it, just let it go. And he was never going to admit it. There was nothing we could do. Let's move on.
Yeah.
I emailed him and I said, we spoke about mental health because he's got OCD, I've got OCD, whatnot. The guy denied everything to me. I've got to be honest. He says it was all untrue, whatever.
Yeah.
There was we exchanged 3 emails. That was fine. Then time went on and more stuff happened. Right? They brought out the baby doll that was an exact replica of their baby and
Hmm.
charged £300 for it. They went to the Maldives when COVID happened and everybody was having to be in lockdown. They said, fuck yous, we're going to the Maldives. More and more stuff happened that I just got pissed off with them again. And I was like, well, you're not suicidal. You're clearly not suicidal. You're dancing about the Maldives. Um, and whatever. And I started talking about them again. And when I
Hmm.
started talking about them again, I let people see the emails. I put the emails public. I said I emailed them, and this is what he said. So Ella Taylor coming in here and saying CJ spoke to Chris. The only reason anybody knows that, Ella, is because I told it.
Yeah.
What you'll never, ever, ever beat me with is that I always admit to anything I do.
Best way.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. And as I say, this arsehole on a fake name said I was a fucking sex trafficker and a paedophile. So that's how credible she is. And Lainey talks away here, and Mel talks away here. This arsehole that said I was a paedophile. That's the things that hurt, Lainey, Dolly. That's the things that hurt.
But I think, you know, maybe I'm naive here, but I think it's not easy admitting to things that has been done, right? No one likes to admit their bad behaviour, right? None of us do. But that's definitely the first step moving on here.
Some people will never admit it. Some people would just like you get 2 different kinds of people. You've got me
I know.
who admits to
Yeah.
everything,
Yeah.
and then
And
you've got
Laurie
other
has admitted,
people
yeah.
who admits to nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. They don't
And I
think they've
get
done
it.
anything.
Yeah, I get it. If somebody hurt me and done something bad in me, of course I'm gonna lash back. Even though people say, "Oh, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that." When it's you and you're in that situation, of course you're gonna do it. And there's nothing wrong with either side admitting
Kels, I never
that they've done
knowingly
wrong.
told a lie. I never knowingly went live and lied about anything. I got things wrong. Definitely. I definitely.
Mm.
But
But I think it does. Yeah, it does take a
where's
life of its own. Yeah.
Lainey, where is anything that I just said get anything to do with paranoia? She did say that. So
Well,
how's that me being paranoid?
I'm going to be honest. I think everyone on here is paranoid a bit, and because we see what happens all around us. Let's be
Mel,
honest.
I didn't choose to ignore it. I came to you. I never fell out with you right away after that first comment under Epics. I came to you. I didn't ignore it. And I never slagged you off. I never mentioned you. Once we fell out, and the things,
When it's hurt, people's hurt.
this always happens. It always ends up me
Yeah.
apologising, and I know I never done anything wrong to Mel. I never meant to hurt. I can't tell you how you feel. So if you felt hurt, I'm sorry you felt hurt. I didn't mean to hurt you.
And I think you have said sorry enough. And I think Dolly
Mm.
knows that you're sorry. And CJ was also hurt.
I mean, I'm
But
not going to
remember, you
lie.
were,
I will agree that um, I did become very, very, very paranoid. I did. Because everybody I spoke to, everybody ended up stabbing me in the back. Apart from one person, there's one person who has never fell out with me, who has never listened to other people and fell out with me. And that's out of all the people I've spoke to, that's not a great percentage, guys. And it's going to cause
yeah.
paranoia.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you're even scared to let somebody up on panel because you don't know if it really
Uh,
is them or is it
what
a not.
one thing I'll say, Judah, sorry, I keep interrupting you, and it's
No,
ignorant as
interrupt away.
anything.
No,
No,
interrupt away.
I don't. It's very ignorant, and I apologise. Things come to my brain, and I got it because I'll forget. I'll
Yeah, I know
forget
you're a bit like me. It's the
very
menopause for
quickly.
me.
There you go. I think I've just forgot it again. No,
See?
what I wanted to say was one thing I will say about Mel is she, as far as I know, has never repeated anything
Hmm.
personal that I told her. And I did tell her a lot of personal things.
Yeah,
I hope that's still the case. I've never seen anything to tell me otherwise. So I have got to say that because unfortunately I can't say it about many. I had a friend that I thought was my best friend. See this Skippy you keep hearing about?
yeah, I hate the Australian one.
She was somebody that I thought I loved, didn't I, Lorraine?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And every little thing I told her, she told. Every little thing. And not only that, but pretty sure things that weren't true. Do you know what was said about me, Jura, by Marie?
Oh, why this Anne
She
Marie?
told she tells people openly that whenever I go to the bathroom, my partner has to clean my arse,
Oh my God. Oh no,
Yeah.
that's just
Disgusting.
that's dirty and low that.
right? This
Yeah,
is the good old Marie for you.
yeah, yeah. That's dirty.
I wonder if she'll tell Natasha Cooper that when she goes on.
I don't think she'll be on. That's the truth.
But
I don't think she
well,
will be.
I think Natasha Cooper
Yeah.
has got more sense, to be honest.
I don't think she'll be on. I think that ship sailed. See, ship sailed. I think that ship sailed. Say that. I honestly do, can't I? And you've said, and Laurie said, what what's happened over the last couple of years, and it's actually been a good thing.
Mm.
It really, really has, because we're all on YouTube. We all have eyes. We all see what's going on around us, and it happens no matter what community you belong to.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah.
And not one person can say, "Oh, I've never done this or didn't do that." We all have.
No,
We
no.
all
And
have.
listen, when I was, well, Lorraine and I have ripped one another to bits
Aye.
in the past,
Yep.
haven't we, mate?
Yeah. Oh my God. Me and
Right?
CJ have had the worst
Wars,
arguments.
I can't
wars.
believe that.
Oh
And I
yeah.
tell
Do you
you,
know what?
that she is the one of the few that I would not want to fall out with because it's brutal.
We don't like falling out with each other.
No, we don't. We don't, right? Um, but a lot of that was to do with skipping. I've got to be honest.
Just get me. Yeah,
Um,
because there's
and
somebody always stirring the shit. Let's be
yes,
honest. Because
yes,
they have nothing else. There's no more, content.
Mm.
no,
That is their
and
content.
a lot of the times that's going to be a lot of the reason behind all the fallouts because
Yeah.
there's too many. you could be talking to somebody, they like somebody that doesn't like you, and you like somebody that doesn't like them, and it's hard for friendships to survive
Yeah, yeah.
when there's
Yeah.
all that going on.
But
All
it's
I
all
know
right.
is,
Yeah, but it's all right, Joe, to have different opinions. Me and
Mm.
Dorothy do not have the same opinions about people, and that's okay. That's all
Mel,
right.
Mel, see what you've just said there, right? Marie has lots of support. She has been hurt a lot too. Can you give me one thing, Mel, please? Can you give me that I stopped talking about Marie for nearly a year? Not one word. Can you please say that that's true? It must have been true because we were talking again on WhatsApp. Well, that's true, Nettie. I'm not going to deny. Listen, I have never said I'm not a bit
What?
paranoid.
What's this? What's this? I posted a quote about a group of pandas being an embarrassment, and CJ kicked off thinking it was about her.
Uh,
I laughed my head off. See how misunderstandings can happen. Yes, I do.
oh, well,
Totally.
I did. That's why I had to stop looking on Twitter.
Yeah. Well, do you know what Dorothy does? And she's wise. And I do the same. Don't go looking for
Thank
things,
you, Mel. Thank you. I don't
because
want to fight you,
thinks,
Marie.
what Marie thinks about you, right, at this minute in time, Laurie and CJ, is none of your business, right?
Mm.
Think about it,
No, I agree. I know
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
right? I don't think you're going to change her opinion at all,
No,
at all.
I've
No.
But I
accepted
do
that.
think there could be a bridge that can be kind of like made with other people. I do. I definitely do.
No. Yeah. And honestly, you're right about that, about people's opinions. It's really hard, like looking
Of course it
at
is.
people's opinions of you. It's
Mhm.
hurtful. A lot of people have said a lot of hurtful things about me.
Yeah,
Do you know what? And have I retaliated and said, do you know what I mean? It's tit for tat. All of
Hmm.
it is tit for
yeah,
tat.
I don't have a problem with people's opinions, as I've said this. I don't care if Marie has got an opinion about me. We all know it. Everybody knows it. Even Natasha Cooper knows it now.
yeah,
And at the end of the day, that's okay. But it's the pushing the opinion. It's the constantly making videos. It's the constantly comments. It's the constantly digs. That's the problem. Because how can you claim to be a victim of somebody when the person isn't talking
yeah.
about you? Good night, Jude. Thanks for
Good
coming
night,
in,
Jude.
hon.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jude,
And yes, there'll
darling.
definitely be a next one because, I think on here, I have to say, I mean, I've seen people break down. I know you ladies have been through it, and I'm sure Lainey, Nitty, Dolly, everyone has been through it too.
CJ, check your messages. Check. Tell me
Okay.
what that says, please.
But you know what? What's it doing? What's going to be the end game here? I'd rather be able to go in to a channel and have a bit of
Uh-huh.
a laugh and a bit of crack and, have a sing along if you want, or look at some other videos, discuss whatever we want to discuss, instead
Hmm.
of slotting yourself in with maybe 10, 15 people that's just
You're
wanting to
right.
hate.
You're right, Kels. And honestly, I was
Yeah.
the only reason I brought Marie up on the channel was because she'd went on to Natasha Cooper's,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
I
well,
didn't
I
have
get
any
that.
choice. I didn't have
Yeah,
any
I get
choice
that.
then.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say that I've got a screenshot here, Lainey, and it is you saying that you've passed it on to Sarah, Rachel's address.
Yeah, I've just gone back through all my conversation with you. Sorry, Lainey, but I'm not going to be called a liar.
Didn't go well, Kels. No, it didn't go well.
Right, Dolly, I would love to see you and Marie move on for good, but she's her own person. That's right. Same as Lorraine is her own person,
Mm.
and you can't
Uh-huh.
tell her what to do. That's right. Nobody can tell someone what to do. But if
No,
you keep going into chats and ripping people apart, it's never going to stop.
no.
Never, ever.
I'm open to resolving it
Yeah, I know you are.
with everybody.
Yeah, I know.
With
I know good stuff.
everybody. I
We
don't.
just want it to stop.
We
Hmm.
just, yeah,
We
yeah.
just want to move on. Do you know what I mean? It's just we want to move on. We don't want the arguing. We don't want the bickering. You know, things get said. You know, no one's innocent in all this. We've all said stuff. We've all got angry. We've all got hurt. No one's innocent. Do you know what I mean? No one is innocent.
No, they're not. No, that
You
I
need to
totally agree
unblock
with.
Yeah,
me, Leila.
exactly, Kels. That is so true. It is about your own reactions to people.
I'll send you if you on WhatsApp, but you need to unblock me.
Oh,
I'll get the
there's
whole.
Mrs.
I'll
R.
screen record it as well, just to show that it's not
Yeah.
fake, like I was accused of before.
Hi, Michelle. No,
Hi,
there's
Michelle,
Michelle.
darling.
Right,
No,
this is Mrs. Michelle. This is Mrs. R, who is
yeah,
Michelle. Right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, Mrs. R.
Michelle's.
Actually, Miss Molly, no, that's not. We've moved on.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
How can I get it?
End of. Skippy.
And you're right.
I,
Yep, totally, Dolly. Yep,
I,
absolutely.
I have. You will never see me contacting anybody's family ever again.
Mm,
Never. Mel, I've got addresses currently, and I'm not you. I don't mean you. You know how I feel about your family, and I would never have done that ever. But there's people that have contacted my family that I've got
mhm.
addresses, and I haven't done anything with, and I wouldn't do anything with.
No,
Hang on a wee minute just to send this.
but I have to say, from what I've seen here tonight, between you two, Leonie, Nitty, Dolly,
Oh,
I think somewhere along the line there could be some resolution to this.
Mm,
Not
I
just on
hope
one
so.
night.
I know not everybody. Look, I
No,
know that
I get
not
that.
all
I
of
get
them.
that, Laurie. Yeah, but I'm happy to do another one of these lives because I definitely think tonight has been beneficial.
Mm,
Do you think it has, Laurie?
yeah, definitely.
And what do
And
you
look,
think, Country?
what did we had?
yeah.
We had a good conversation about
We
this,
did.
didn't we? That we just wanted
Yeah.
to resolve
Mhm.
everything. The CJ's already said this on a live not that long ago that she wants to, she wanted to. Was it my life, CJ?
What was
When we
that?
both said we wanted, you wanted to speak to Angel, to remember, and you wanted to
Yeah,
resolve things, and
yeah,
you'd like to talk to other people and resolve things.
I
yeah.
get that there's some people that have went over a line, right? That just can't be fixed. I get that. And that's all
Well,
right.
yes,
Wow,
I
Dolly,
agree.
you've assumed that I called you an alcoholic and I didn't. See, that's assumption. You
And
assumed
I,
that that's what I
you've
was egging at, and
apologised,
I
Laurie,
didn't.
if Dolly took it that way.
Yeah, I have yeah,
Yeah,
I apologised earlier. Yeah,
yeah,
Jura, I agree with you, and I realise that there's some people that will never
that's fine
be
though.
able to move on, but that's okay. You can still feel the way you feel,
Hmm.
but move move on independently of us.
mm.
Like
Look,
I
I just
guess
want
what.
to move on. I won't be friends. Oh, look, I'm happy with the friends that I've got right
Yeah,
now. That is, do you know what I mean? Keep my circle tight. That is
and
what
that's
I'm happy
fine.
with.
That's fine. But I'm going to be honest. just before Christmas, I resolved a few things, and I'm so glad I did. And it means if I ever see one or two people in chat, we can say hello and then goodbye, but there's no animosity. And I think sometimes for me, that helped me and it helped them as well. You're never going to be friends, but you can pass each other without
Exactly.
being
See what I
slight.
mean about you, Dolly? See what I mean about you? I gave you an apology. I apologized for saying, for you thinking that I said that you were now. I never said that. That was not the assumption. That was not the what I was getting at. At the end of the day, I said I'll tell people to go and chill and do a jigsaw puzzle or go and chill and whatever. Do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous that you actually assumed that I was calling you an alcoholic because I told you to go and chill with a bottle of wine. Because yes, you do. You've already admitted before in the past that you like a bottle of wine. Doesn't mean you're an alcoholic. And that's why when I said, yeah, well, we know different. What's the big deal? Do you know, it's not aiming. It's like thinking that you're saying that you're an alcoholic, Dolly. I'm happy to.
Here's the thing, right?
No, I'm apologising for you thinking that I called you an alcoholic, that I was saying that you're an alcoholic. That's what I'm apologising for, Dolly. If you can't accept my apology, that's fine. I don't care that you're not accepting it. I know I've apologised. I know what I said, and I know how I meant it. If you can't take that apology, that is not on me. That's on you.
Jura,
Yes.
this is the thing, right? There is nobody in here. That, all these people are good people. They've got good points. They can be great friends. They can be great people.
Yeah.
This has got toxic, and when
Yeah.
things get toxic, the bad side comes out in you.
Of
You
course it
say
does.
things that you
Mm-hmm.
don't really mean. You say things in anger,
Yep.
and um, people become the goodies and the baddies. There's the villain, and there's the
Of course there is.
that's human nature, isn't it? And for a lot of people, it's became that Lorraine and I are the villains in it all.
Mm,
Um, I believe that 90%, 95% of these people could see things differently.
Yeah, I
Lainey,
agree.
oh my God, Lainey, that is what you've said. And you've said many a times that you've spoken to Sarah about things. Please, look, just leave it at the end of the day.
Does it
You're the
really
one that
matter?
got the address. Do you know what I mean? Just stop.
Again, this is going back nitpicking on things that happened a long time ago. It
I
doesn't
know,
matter.
honest to God,
It
this is what
really doesn't matter.
happens. You've done this and you've done that. Do you know
Does
what
it
I
really
mean?
matter in the grand scale of things? I
I
don't think it
know.
does.
It's
Both sides have been hurt and they're entitled to feel hurt. Not one person, not one person's hurt should be taken
Nobody,
away.
no, you
nobody's going
stop
to
it,
win.
Lainey. Leave me alone. You've done enough
Nobody,
damage. Enough damage. You threw stuff up in my face and then thought you had the nerve to ask CJ how my nephew was. That really, really hurt me because I knew you didn't mean it.
well, I'll agree
Stop
with you
it.
there, Miss Molly. Yes, I
Yep.
agree with you there.
Mm-hmm. I agree. And that's anywhere.
There is
It's
no. There's
shit
at the end of the
behind
day
the scenes.
when it's been me, CJ, and Barky, nothing's going on behind the scenes.
That's true.
And I think this is where all this happens. All this happens back and forth. Group chats are, oh my God, I wouldn't even go near them because that's where the shit happens. And then somebody gets hurt and they release
Oh,
them.
group chats are the worst,
Oh,
Julie.
Nitty, that's a lie. That is a lie. Lainey and Jane were friends. Miss Molly, do one, yeah? Do one. Not interested. Go away.
But do you think going over who said this 18 months ago or 2 years ago, or what does it change? Nothing.
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 No.
That's what I said. If I could change some of the things, of course I would. Of course I would. But I would also change a lot of the things that's happened to me as well.
Oh, yeah, I agree. Yeah. Because, I have to say, it's not easy. Both of you have said, look, I've done this, I've done, Lorrie, you did. We chatted and you admit it
Mm.
and you held your hands up. And that's not easy to do. It isn't easy.
It doesn't seem to get
And
you
it's not
anywhere,
anything to
that's
do
for
with a guilty
sure.
conscience. She hasn't got a guilty conscience, Miss
Guilty
Molly.
conscience about what,
She's
Skippy?
admitted. She's admitted because she wants to move on.
Well, I've got a screenshot of her saying that she sent it to Sarah. I'm just
But
saying.
even if you hadn't screenshot, what does it matter?
Do you know what I mean?
Really?
It's just at the end of the day, she asked me, did the chicken or the egg come first? I told her what happened, what caused the argument between me and Lainey. And that's what it came down to
Right.
because I told people about Hayley and Chris. She just likes to keep things going and going and going and going.
It has, really, it has to stop. It doesn't matter. It
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
because Lainey, you're lying. I've got the screenshot in front of me and it's not a fake one either.
I
Just
agree, Dolly.
scroll
I know
through
there
all my
is.
messages.
I'm sure there is loads more. And people have said this and
Skippy.
people have done that. I get it.
Oh,
But
Molly. Never seen you around before, sweetheart, as Miss Molly or any other Molly, but you seem to know everything about everybody, Skippy.
Well, I mean, you're right, Mel. There is an awful lot more on both sides. We've only really scraped the surface here tonight.
yeah, we have.
But what I
And
was going to say a while ago is nobody is going to win when it comes to who has had what done to them.
mhm,
If you were to sit and add it, list it all up, um, I really don't think anybody would come out on top. But
yeah, I
some have
agree.
certainly had less than others.
Yeah,
But at the end of the day, who really wins? And
no
what
one.
is the ultimate goal? If I left YouTube, would that suddenly make you all happy?
Dolly,
I
don't
don't
tell
think
me
it
what
would.
to do, sweetheart. Please don't tell me what to do.
I think it would make, to be quite honest, if it's not that, it's going to be something else.
They
They're going
just
to fall
can't
out.
help it.
They
Look at
can't.
them. Look at them. You are a liar and you're two-faced. End of. Do you know what I mean? That is it. You're two-faced and you're a liar.
So,
I think
Lainey,
we're all missing. Do you know what, Julian? I'm just going to say it, right?
mhm,
Because there's a big elephant in the room, apart
yes,
from
there
myself.
is.
And the big elephant in the room is that a lot of people just don't like Lorraine,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Right,
And
okay.
when Lorraine and I made friends the last time, it really upset a lot of people because they don't like Lorraine.
Right, okay.
Now, unfortunately, I feel like that meant that they didn't like me anymore because I'm friends with Lorraine.
Aye, but you're your
Well,
own person. Lorraine is her
Lorraine,
own person.
Lorraine and I have, as we've already spoke about, we fell out, we fell in, we fell out, we fell in. And I have said publicly many times that when Lorraine is your enemy, she's a fucking nightmare.
Same
When
with you,
she's your
sweetheart.
friend,
Do you know what I mean?
when I'm giving
Both
you
as bad as one
compliments,
another.
shh. I'm giving you compliments, silly.
I
When
know, but
when
do you know what I
she's your
mean? It's
friend, she's the most loyal, supportive person you could meet, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Now, the, I can't tell people who to like and who to be friends with. I just wish you would realise that she is just a human being, guys, right? And if you
Hmm.
look at the amount of hate that she's been taking lately from this psychic channel, from Epic, from all the different ones, right? It's a lot for one person to take. I'm
It
only
is.
saying to you, please try and think about it that way. Like, try and think, okay, I don't like her. I don't like her for whatever reason that yous have got, but she's still a human being.
Yeah.
She's still a mother. She's still just. She's not coming. She's not going to come for yous if you don't go for her. She's not. Um, uh, uh, she's upset.
Of course she's upset because she's had to take a lot. Um, but I think tonight, I definitely am glad that Lorraine came on and told part of her story. And she had to, I mean, she came on and she told it as it was. And I admire her for that. I do. And she's admitted that she's done things wrong. But she's retaliated because she's been hurt.
Yeah. I don't know. Did I say the wrong thing there?
No, you didn't. No, no. Lorraine knows. Lorraine has been put, as you said, and I totally agree, she's had a lot of shit. And it's hard. Oh, that's my pod machine, sorry.
I just feel like I've done something wrong. I was really just trying to say,
You didn't do anything wrong. And I think tonight, for Lorraine to come on and talk the way she has, I think she's been brilliant, right? And to be fair, I actually think, even with lots of different people coming into chat, there was no screaming, there was no shouting. We only had to block one person. That was it. And everyone, I keep muting myself, everyone's feelings is valid.
yeah.
They definitely are. And CJ, I hope you're not upset now.
Well, I'm worried that I've said the wrong thing. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, Jura. I
Listen,
don't know. I was just trying to.
you didn't do anything wrong. Lorraine knows that you weren't doing anything wrong. I certainly didn't hear anything. Um, oh, pulled my thing off. She's been through a lot, right? You know, to be called a groomer and things like that's not good. You know, it's upsetting. And you feel that people's coming at you at all
I don't
sides.
know. I
And
don't
it's
know what you
okay.
mean, Miss Molly. I don't know what you mean. What is it you want me to say? You can't deny that she's been getting it from all
Yeah.
angles. I mean, I'd like anybody to sit and take the abuse that she gets from the psychic channel on every single night. Oh, do you know what, Julia? I'm going to call it a night
Right.
because
Okay. I know. Laurie, listen to me. I really enjoyed chatting to you tonight, right? And listening to what you had to say, and CJ. And I would like for us to do this again because I don't think it is. It has been a waste of time. I don't think it has. And for me, I think for you to come on and say what you did, that takes balls. It does take balls, CJ.
Of course it
She's
does. It's not easy.
and I
None
just
it's easy.
I know. And she had a bad day. Her wee neighbour died as well, right? Today. And
That's what
that's
I was
hard.
trying to say, Michelle. That's all I was trying to say. The same as I can been like a nasty bitch. The same as that I've went live and been. I'm not saying that I'm any better than Lorraine. That's not what I was trying to say. You know
I
what I
had
mean?
yeah,
I feel like she thinks maybe I
useful.
said that a bit hard when I was the only reason I said it was because I was getting to the point where I was going to say when she is your friend, she's a good friend. That's all.
Yes, yeah. And I'm
Every
going to be
listen,
honest, Laurie. I'll say the same about Dorothy. Dorothy, when she's your friend, she'll go toe to toe to anyone,
yeah.
right? But let me tell you, see if you cross her, oh my God, she'll drag you from one end of the place to the other. And Dorothy has can run
Oh, I
her
could
gut,
believe that.
right? No, she can. But that's why I love her because she's like that. And Laurie, you, you put in 100. It's not even 50%. When you're in a friendship, it's 100. But when you're let down, it's also 100. There's nothing wrong with that. Not one thing.
Exactly, Michelle. That is so true. It really is. If you don't look, it doesn't hurt you.
I definitely do. And oh, thank you, Helen. Um, I've sent
Doesn't
Laurie a
she,
message.
Helen?
Oh, sometimes,
So calming to her, honestly.
oh, unless I get the fighting Irish in me. It's not often now.
Well,
I'll be honest now, Joe. It's not often I would lose my temper, but
I
when I
could
lose my
believe that.
temper, I'll tell you, everybody friggin' scatters in our house. And I'm gonna get in contact with Lorraine. I've already sent her a wee message there, and we'll sort out another night if you would
Yeah.
be happy enough, CJ.
Oh,
Because
anytime.
I do think we've all sat in here tonight, and even though there's been a lot of shit over the last 3 years, I think there's been even a wee tiny, tiny bit of
I think
progress.
so.
I think so.
I think so. I think what tonight is showing, Juran, is that nobody is bad. Nobody
No,
is a bad. There's
no.
people hurt on both
Yes,
sides.
yes, there
There's
is.
stuff being done on both sides, and ultimately, when as I've said to you, and everybody knows this about me anyway. All
Yeah,
these guys know this about me. I will move on with
I know
somebody.
that.
I will forgive and forget and move on,
Yeah,
and that's always been me. I'd much rather don't want to hate anybody. I don't want to
no,
fight with
it's
anybody.
too much energy, Joe. It's far too
No,
much energy.
it is, and I'm sad
I
at the
know
way
that.
things have went.
I know that. I know that. And I know Laurie's sad. Everybody's fucking sad. Because when you
Look,
hear the hurt in your voices, and I also see from the comments, Dolly's, Lainey's, Nitty, I hope I can say all the name right. You know, everybody has been hurt through all this. And what for? Some fucking family living the high life. This is where it all started. And there's us on the internet fighting with each other.
exactly,
You know, and
exactly.
Laurie, we love you, girl. And you've got so much support. And it wouldn't matter what screenshots, what this, what that. Sagacious will tell you. We've seen it all before. We've also seen a hell of a lot worse. So I'll schedule another live,
Good night,
and
Helen.
I
Sorry.
think it would be a good thing. And I'm going to go back tomorrow and binge. all your videos.
Oh, hang on. Is Natasha wearing a beard? Oh my God, she's got some beard envy.
Oh, no way. She is not.
Oh, it's that daft one again that put it on the last time. Remember, I made a video with it at the start.
And by the
Well,
way, I
there's
looked
other
this up.
things promoting my channel.
Well, this is it. And I looked up today, and I actually went through a few of them. Fair use. Fair enough, you can't do your lives, streamer lives. That's not fair use. But what you can do, right, is clipper. You can
Yeah.
clip, 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 clip. Like her live tonight, you clip away. And
What
if
I'm
they're
going to
short,
do,
that's what to do. That's
Juno,
what I would be doing, yeah.
well, I'm going to stream her.
Hmm.
Like, if I wasn't on here now, I would be streaming her. And
Okay,
then I'm just going to delete it.
you could. You delete it. Don't private it. Delete it
No,
completely.
delete it. Yeah, that's what I've been doing the last couple of months.
Right, well,
Because I don't
um,
see this is where people get me wrong. Not anybody in here, but
no, I know, I
other
know.
people, and it's all about views and money. No, it's never been like that for me.
I know
There
that.
was I could have made Ingham videos every single night, and it would have got me the views and the money. But I was never motivated that way. I care
Yeah,
more about my content. It's got to be interesting. It's got to be something that I think's worthwhile putting on the channel.
yeah.
More than I care about money
No, I know that.
and views. So Natasha thinks that she's clever and whatever. She's not. She doesn't really understand YouTube at all.
No, she doesn't. And look, the worst thing that can happen, right? She puts a strike on, right? Now, I
Yes.
know this happened in her community. I'm not going to say names, right? Sagacious knows there used to be streams just went down midstream because of streaming someone else's content. They're live. But there is a way around it, and it's clipping it.
Yeah.
I remember us sitting many a night watching, really enjoying it, and the next minute, boom,
Clipped.
fucking lights off. We're like, oh my god, what the fuck? It's just a hassle. You don't want to be bothered with strikes, right? You don't want to be bothered with that. But if you can clip, now I'm talking about if you want to do 30 clips and talk over it and do it one after another, you can do that. You can
Yes,
do a 2 hour
definitely.
show. You could do a 2 hour show.
Exactly.
Or if you're
And
happy enough streaming it and deleting it, you can do that. Take a chance.
yeah, well, it's the easier way, but I understand that's why a lot of these big reaction channels, that's how they do it. They
Hmm.
clip it. I was going to say something else there, but my brain is gone. Um, what was I going to say? It was about her, Natasha.
Not Natasha.
Can't remember. Can't remember.
No, look here, I get it. It's because I'm going through the menopause, the M word, and I
Oh,
can't even remember what I go into a room for, Joe. I honestly can't.
oh no, it's a nightmare. I don't know what my excuse is.
Well, you're a lot younger than me. I'm 50, so
I'm not a lot younger.
uh,
43, Jura.
oh, you're only a babe. And where
Oh,
is the 20 bloody K? You see,
where is
here's
that
people fighting about
20p?
stupid things, and there's this woman over there that's going on a cruise, has got 30, 40,000 in the last month. Now, that is a problem.
Definitely.
But anyway, I'll let you go, and I'll shoot you a message, and we'll sort this out
Okay, doke.
again. And I
Well,
enjoyed
thank you
everything.
so much.
CJ,
I
if you
did
unblock
unblock
me,
you, Kels. I did unblock you. I unblocked you that night we made the truth, sweetheart.
there you go. There you go.
Now, who would have thought? Now, if Kels and I can become friends, there's hope for us all.
Oh, does Kels not come into your channel at the minute?
No, Kels and I kind of blocked heads for quite a long time.
Oh, Kels, look, now you know us. Well, you know some of us. It'll be great seeing you over there and having a bit of a
Aye.
chat. Is Kels from the UK?
I, no, I think Kels is in America. Are you in America,
Oh,
Kels?
America. America.
I
And
think
there's
she
Nitty
is.
Nora. Thank you, Nitty Nora. You were all
And
very respect.
Nitty Nora loves true crime.
Do you? Oh, Nitty. Next Thursday night, I'm doing a real doozy. It's only going to be Irish now, true crime,
Mm.
but it's a doozy. It's got sex, religion, murder, the whole lot. So are you going live tonight, CJ?
Oh, I don't think so. My head's
No, I know.
bouncing.
Do you know something? I don't know. I see these late nights from
Oh, my
work.
sleeping's all over the place,
I
Stuart.
know.
All over the place.
And when I see you coming on early, like 9 o'clock, I'm like, whoop, whoop, thank God.
I,
Because it fucks you up. It does. Sorry for the language, but it
it
does.
does. It really does. I don't know where I am, what day it
No, I
is,
know.
what time.
And Dolly, good night to you. Um, and as I say, look out for the next scheduled live, and we can have another chat. And I've enjoyed it. Well, I don't know
I'm
if it's
coming
right.
for Molly, Louise. The next video is going to have Molly in it.
Oh,
I just need to record it. The
right.
song. It's a hard one to sing, Jura. I'm going to absolutely murder it.
Oh, and you've got a lovely voice.
Oh, come
You have a
on.
lovely voice. But here, you've the balls to go up there and do it.
Oh, that's brilliant, Michelle. Jura, you need to go subscribe to Michelle.
Which one's Michelle?
Life of Mrs. R.
Life? Oh, I definitely will. Yep. And thank you, Lenny. It has been therapeutic. I think it has.
Yeah,
You kind of, aye, yeah. It's been,
I
well,
think that it's always a good thing to
the talk.
get it out in the open.
Yeah. What I'm going to do is have a chat with these two ladies, and we'll arrange another live. CJ's got her channel, I get that. But normally I'm going to be doing my true crime. Not this, it's going to be a Thursday night, but not this Thursday, but next Thursday. But Thursday nights is going to be my nights. 1 week coffee and chat, 1 week crime.
Oh,
I
that'd be
couldn't,
good.
I have to say though, Joe, oh, you're a trooper. I don't, you go on and you do it. You and Dorothy are troopers.
Oh, Dorothy's great. I love her to
I
bits.
love Dorothy. As I say, Dorothy has a heart of bloody gold.
I tell you, I would love to hear Dorothy talking about Chris Ingham.
Oh my God. Oh, well, do you know something? I think me and Dorothy just might have to go and have a wee look.
Well, I tell you, I could just hear her now in my head.
I
It'd
think
be
we are
so
going to have
good.
a wee look. What do you think, Sagacious? That we should all go and have a wee look and see what these people are about?
Mm-hmm.
But
Well,
anyway,
I would start talking and we'd be here another 2 hours.
I know.
So
But
uh,
Joe, thank you for coming on. And lovely,
anytime.
lovely Lorrie. Lorrie will be all right. She's had a shit day, what with her neighbour dying. Plus, she's it does, it all comes on you. It
It
does.
does. It
And
does.
that's what I'm worrying about. Everyone on here, you know, we've got to, we've got to be kinder to each other because nobody knows what goes on. I mean, Lady, you came in tonight. I didn't know you. I didn't know you'd lost your husband. I didn't know any of that. And maybe,
Night, Julie.
it's nice to it's good to maybe get to know who's behind that avatar as well. And we all have feelings, each and every one of us. Yep,
The Ingham children are lovely.
I'm
In
sure
fact,
they are.
I adore. They've got a 2-year-old. Well, he's nearly 3,
Hmm.
and he is the most adorable little boy. Um, really could make you smile. And really, that's why a lot of people get angry with them because of
They're just
the
dicks.
kids.
They're just dicks. Yeah. And
But I'll tell you about that another night.
yes, well, good night, lovely Joe. Right? No, I'm going to get Dorothy to do it. Definitely. She'll give them a ribbon. Or maybe she won't. We don't know. But good night,
Well,
everyone.
good night, everybody.
Remember,
Thanks
be
again,
kind and
Jura.
stay safe. All right, pet. Night, night,
Good
everyone.
night. Bye. Bye.
Night, night.